this right? This right?
Is it supposed to be?
Is Shae doing this right? Is this right?
That's correct.
Shae would try to do this one.
Or the new one.
New one?
What? Oh, I mean, that's not that new.
I thought this was violin.
Well, that's the new version of the heart, though.
Yeah, this is just like the little heart.
Yeah, this is just fucking love you.
Look at that fucking
Thank
emote.
you for
No.
It's so cool.
His emote's pretty dope.
Thank you for that.
Hello, everyone.
Can someone thank Kieran for me?
Nope.
Thank you, Kieran, for the big emote, I'm guessing. That's a cool emote, by the way.
It's a fucking
It
fantastic
is. It's
emote.
pretty dope.
I said they're fighting over who's the oldest.
Hi, Pelican and
Them
DeMarco,
fighting over who's the old.
Viper, and Kieran.
Oh.
Bro.
No, that was BT's thing. We're just
I
sparring.
just said that's what I said
No.
it was.
Yeah, that's what BT said it was, but he's inaccurate.
It's Kieran and
Is that- is
BT
that
fighting.
Kieran BT with a stick.
So he's stealing my stick.
Stealing your stick.
Arguably, beating me with the stick might be funnier.
Take off.
There you go. What's up, man?
Nigga.
You keep it again, I'm gonna start walking with the didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo. It's such a funny word to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Didgeridoo.
Kind of like a whatchamacallit, and a thingamajig. Or a thingamabob.
Didgeridoo.
And a
It was
doohickey.
it's and what's it galore.
Oh,
You want
goodness me.
thingamabobs? I got
I
plenty.
got plenty.
And BT's favorite, what's his face? Or what's her face? Oh my gosh.
Should I be scared?
Hmm?
I feel like I need to be scared.
You should be.
DeMarco, what'd you do yesterday?
Maybe.
Uh-oh, DeMarco did a thing again. Greetings, Brett. Good to see you, buddy.
Hello, Brett.
Greater leagues. Oh, yeah, let's go.
Done.
Nice.
Oh, you started BG3. I have yet to do that. I still need to buy the game.
Oh, so somebody
jump on
who's
the
friends with
bandwagon.
StormyD?
Huh?
So somebody who's friends with StormyD needs to buy it for her? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'll get it for her. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding.
So,
Guys, welcome to DragonMetal Saga episode 27. This is our homebrew 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign. I'm your host, StormyD, and Dungeon Master. And this is my amazing team of role players. So let's have them introduce themselves. I'm really happy that drink you gave me is starting to kick in.
Theraflu.
Let's start with Starkitty. With this lady over here. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everybody. I am itsStarkitty, and I play Shae, the Great Elf Ranger, Drake Warden Ranger, and she has a dragon named Milo.
oh Milo.
Next person over there with the gray top and the black beard, the pirate himself.
Izo! Hi, Izo!
Izole!
I thought I would say something because it's been a while since we've seen Izo in
Yeah.
anybody's chat.
Izo, what's up?
Having so
Sorry,
many
I didn't mean to
awesome
interrupt your
emotes.
introduction there, Fate.
No, that's interruptible. You know, here's what I'm gonna do real quick. I'm gonna quick save so we can always come back to this moment. There you go.
See how much you're loved, Izo?
Yep, and missed.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, hello everybody. I'm extirpatefate, and I play Merrik, who is a spell singer wizard, and this is Echo. Say hello to Echo.
Here we go.
Echo's dead.
Fine. Nope. Nope.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
So adorable.
If you take some levels in Bard, you'd be a spellslinger singer.
Mm-hmm.
Just say,
Hey, I'm gonna go down next to the man with the banana mic over there. Have him introduce himself and ask him to please pin Kieran Chikato's Oh, looks like you've already done it.
No, he's already done it.
Yeah, Kieran
Hi.
did it himself.
I'm BananaTom, and I'm playing Sindri, the rock gnome sorcerer. That's it. That's all you're getting from me. Piss off and move on to the next one.
The green-haired goddess above him, then.
I'm Thyra, and I'm playing Thyra, who is a Rune Knight warrior ASMR.
Inverted muscle.
Well said, well said. To be clear, the druid is the goddess that she is. She's the goddess of gremlins. So.
So if you're ever missing one half of your pair of socks, you can blame me. You're welcome.
I beg to differ because our socks just disappear. You don't collect them; they're just gone.
Yeah, they just vanish into the ether.
The amount of times I've had to buy socks because I can't find fucking socks.
I don't know what to tell you. They just it happens.
Are you eating them again?
She's stuffing in the heels of her trainers so she's taller.
Oh my god. So mean.
Tom's fake British accent is slowly getting closer to his British British accent.
All right, so.
They call us all Americans, and I'm still laughing at that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I haven't acknowledged that he's in chat yet.
All right, you guys ready for your recap?
Yeah.
So last week was pretty much almost all RP, and the
Take it down.
the adventurers met with their contact at the rendezvous point after succeeding on their mission. And it turns out that their contact shared a lot of interesting information. In fact, their contact turned out to be the leader of a unique civilization on Hunt Home, a civilization of unalive people. Or more, that's not right, because that's just dead. They're not really undead, but they're not alive, so they're
Just
non-alive.
They're just husks of what?
Well,
I try to think of something clever, but I can't.
yeah. At any rate, so
Now they just have somebody they used to know.
yeah, and not only was she the leader of that that new nation, but she was actually the true client that had hired them through the Blackfall Syndicate. And she had some interesting things to share. Apparently, one of her biggest supporters and consultants is none other than the King of Midnight, or as the team likes to call him, Mr. Abenaki.
Mr. Abe.
Mm-hmm.
Jay calls him Mr. Abe.
Yep. And they learned a lot, but a lot of mysteries were still, actually mysteries were added on, even though they learned a lot. And Avery, the paladin who was with them, basically was so kind of enraptured by the whole event in a positive way that the party can tell that well, and we're gonna roleplay that a little bit more tonight, but let's just say that they kept a few secrets from her, important ones, but not necessarily because they don't think they can trust her, because they do feel like they can trust her, but they're afraid that if they share their true origins, at this time, it might be too much. It might be too much for her to take and could be overwhelming. And because it would basically change her entire worldview. So, and of course, the other thing, they figured out that they figured out that the strange undead chupacabra that was following that was following Sindri. He looks around.
Yeah, where is that little chupacabra named Naboo?
His name is
Sleeping down
Lyle, and he is the constant companion and familiar of, and kind of spirit companion to Evelyn, who is their contact. And she even, because Lyle took a liking to Sindri, she even offered to let him go adventuring with Sindri for a while. But for now, at least, Sindri wisely felt that it might be too much of a risk for him to go back to Progentica with them. And so she understood and respected his decision. And their meeting came to an end. And that was pretty much the whole roleplay session. Did I leave out any interesting details, guys?
No?
Are from last week on DragonMetal Saga.
All right, I'll back it up, and I'm not going to say the whole thing over again. You guys can just pretend that I started it with last week on DragonMetal Saga. Okay. Now, now we're going to do the recaps. Here we go. Anyone want to take a bet on who goes first?
Druid.
E.T.
Starkitty.
That's not going to happen.
Druid, so apparently Fate won the bet. Sorry, I should say Thyra goes first.
It has been quite interesting, the things that we've learned here. And I do fear that there is something greater at play. And that we are soon to figure out Abernathy's full plan. Because I feel like he has something in store for us. I cannot think of what happened, how Thyra's feeling. I am not prepared, and I apologize.
You want us to come back to you while you think about it a little bit?
Nah, we're good. It was also very, very wonderful to be able to watch my team interrogate somebody for the answers we seek. I'm impressed.
And they did it so diplomatically too, right?
Could say that.
All right. Nick. All right. Who's? Oh, he's betting himself, and she's betting Fate. BT, who are you betting?
Sindri.
I'm betting on me.
You're betting yourself? Interesting.
It's a good bet, man. Good bet. I'd bet on you.
BT wins the bet. That means Sindri gets to go.
Oh, so I was right.
You won bet too.
That strange leathery creature was trying to chase down my axe. And then I got told I wasn't allowed to throw my axe. Well, not so much allowed, but we have to do the conversation. Do they not understand when I'm distracted? I just want to do something. I wonder what the future holds. I wonder if Thyra's gonna borrow my axe at any point. I'd be interested to see how far she could throw it through somebody. I'll have to ask her about that. Thyra!
I'll take that as the end of your recap. Okay.
Correct.
I'm not gonna have to roll for this next person. Vate, you're up. Sorry, Merrik, you're up.
You've got some explaining to do. Oh, I figured you for Faye, you little weirdo. I still love you though. But being a spirit animal, you know, I probably should have figured that, considering I didn't conjure you like usual. I guess with everything that's happened, I just took it for granted. She was pretty nice though. Yeah? Yeah, I did think her companion was a little weird. Why do you confuse me so much though, little man? Why does Abernathy irritate me? What the fuck? He is plotting something, isn't he? I don't know who he could be. But I know who's next. That's Shae.
Dear Journal, it's me, Shae. We spent a lot of time talking to our new friend, Miss Avalyn. Apparently, she's from another version of Haunt Home. Is that even possible? Other versions exist? Thinking about it makes Shae's brain hurt. The fact that there are other versions, Shae was just there are other worlds, Shae was just beginning to understand. But now, something beyond? Shae needs to stop. Head hurts too much. P.S. Journal, remind me to ask Miss Thyra about her sword glowing black while she sleeps. It's creepy? Shae hopes black means something good. P.S. Speaking of which, Raven's Edge, if you take away Miss Thyra again, that makes you an even bigger meaner, and Shae will strongly dislike you even more. Shae is watching you, Raven's Edge. Shae is watching. P.S. Mr. Merrik, we finished our mission, so we'll be going back to Progentica soon. Hopefully, the ick feeling goes away.
Oh man.
Thank you, all of you.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, so
Ooh, that's a good question, Spiper.
interesting.
I was
There
actually
might
just
be other
thinking of-
versions of her journal.
I was just gonna say, as a player theory, I don't know if Merrik would put this together yet, but if she came from a different version of Haunt Home, does that mean that there's also another version of Shae? And by extension, are there other versions of us? Dun dun dun. Find out
I don't know. It's
eventually
multiverse theory, I
on
think.
DragonMetal Saga. Multiverse of journals.
We about to collect them like yep.
I would not do something so cheesy as to borrow that nonsense from Marvel. As much as I loved all of that, like it works for Marvel, but yeah.
I would say though that I think you would do a really good job at making it awesome.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
It's Leviosa. You guys were playing around with the wands.
I hate you. Don't look at me.
All right, here we go. So thank you guys for coming. We're gonna go chat dark as we jump into the RP. We'll be back again during our intermission or somebody raids us. And appreciate you all so much for joining us. Enjoy the show.
Hello, Insomnia Night.
Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Okay. So, since it's a lot of our, well, actually, yeah, since it's a lot, we left off with a strange thing occurring. And that was that it was during your watch, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
During Shae's watch.
Shae's watching Raven's Edge.
Yeah. Yeah. During the night, as you're on your watch, I'm just going to kind of recap where we were at. You notice, as you're writing your journal, just about finishing, just as you're finishing it up. Well, not quite. As you're writing it, you notice what I described, that Black Razor seems to glow a kind of...
Not Black Razor, it's Raven's
Sorry,
Edge.
Raven's Edge.
Who's this Black Razor you're talking about?
Raven's Edge begins to glow a strange kind of black miasma around it. And as it does that, Thyra begins to glow a slightly yellow color. And just ever so faint. You're not even sure if it's not just kind of a reflection of the fire on her body, but while that is occurring, you obviously have kind of a decision to make if you want to wake her up or something. Well,
Shae goes over and she looks at Raven's Edge going, "What are you doing?"
And then you do notice that Thyra seems to be sleeping rather peacefully.
Still glowing black?
Mm-hmm. Now that you're closer to her, you can definitely tell that she's glowing kind of a golden light, very faint.
I reach over and I go, "Miss Thyra! Miss Thyra! Miss Thyra!"
She doesn't wake up.
She looks at Raven and just, "What are you doing? Give her back!"
All right. While this is going on, we're going to go into Thyra's, I guess you could say, what she's experiencing. Maybe a dream, maybe not.
I mean, if she's not waking up, Shae is like, she
No, I know.
starts to yell.
I know.
So the rest starts waking up.
But you know
soon
how
too.
dreams are, they happen, they seem like long periods of time, but happen in seconds. So,
Oh yeah.
although, to Thyra, this dream that she's experiencing is one of those dreams that doesn't feel like a dream. It feels real. And in fact, she finds herself back in that alternate dimension within Raven's Edge. Of course, this time now, Raven's Edge is there with her floating, and it has that in that space, in that dark plane. She does notice that now, if you remember correctly, there were these kind of there was this stone circle, right? Kind of a Stonehenge kind of circle, and looking out in all directions along the horizon, there's a slight kind of golden glow at the edge of the horizon, almost as if in all directions the barely the beginnings of a sunrise is starting before the sun actually even starts to tip up, right? It just starts to glow right at the edge. but in the ground is this kind of glossy black, piano black surface. Of course, this time, Raven's Edge is there, but she feels Raven's Edge is both curious and confused. And she's standing there, and Raven's Edge is floating there. And Raven's Edge says to Thyra, "My lady, I'm not sure what's happening now. Are you experiencing a dream? It seems like you're here inside my body, my mind."
This feels as that time.
Well, don't know why this is occurring.
Nor do I.
The atmosphere seems different, though. I can assure
Explain.
you have nothing to fear. The demon isn't back or anything. I feel like...
I have no...
Oh, I'm sorry.
I do not worry. I am just merely curious.
I feel like there's a presence here. Do you
Can
feel
I
it?
try to focus on the feeling? The
Yeah, go ahead and roll me, what would that be, like, perception?
It's cocked. I rolled a 20
Wow, okay.
for a total of 23.
You immediately, as you focus inward and kind of try to expand your consciousness outward to feel whatever it is that Raven's Edge was describing, you get the sense that you are not about being watched so much as being observed by a benevolent presence.
Carry on, doggo.
Oh, no problem, no problem. And I don't want him to miss it, so we can pause for a sec if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Everyone, he's pretending to be frozen. That was pretty good, dude.
Thank you.
I'm
Oh, just hit play, BT. You're good.
Naboo realized it was raining and run the hell away from being outside.
Okay, so
Can I focus on the presence? Like what direction it's coming from?
well, you kind of already did. That's
All right, yeah. Yeah.
It feels omnipresent, like it's all around.
State your name and the reason you're here.
You immediately kind of have an empathetic feeling wash over you of kind of gratitude that seems to be directed toward Raven's Edge, and feeling of compassion and affection for you. And yeah, that's kind of the first kind of feeling that you get.
Are you unable to speak freely?
You get the sense that the feeling that you're getting from whatever this presence is trying to step through a door. And you kind of get this sense, actually at this point, Raven's Edge says, "Milady, I believe this presence is coming forth from a different plane of existence. It's as if it's using my internal pocket dimension as a conduit to speak with thee."
If you are comfortable, I trust your judgment. You may open the door.
He says, "Of course, my lady." And so he kind of opens himself up. You see him glow even more, and you see him glow even more. And now the entire team is woken up because you've been yelling at her. You all see her now. She's got Raven's Edge next to her glowing black. She's glowing a golden color. And now...
You guys see Shae crying. She's like,
For us that are experiencing this on the outside, does it appear similar to the last time she was dealing with Raven's Edge? Like you're alive, but you're not getting up.
Kind of, yeah.
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 Okay. At which point, knowing that casting Identify last time didn't do anything, and I know that was just for funsies, Merrik is just gonna uncomfortably just sit there and wait.
Okay.
Like, nothing I can do. Nothing I know other than study and observe what's happening.
Sindri, how about you?
He's stuck between a stoic and a crying.
So Sindri just sees the opportunity to. He waits for a bit. He's like, Shae, I think this is something like last time, which means Thyra's probably got this.
Of course, there's one big difference, obviously. The last time, if you remember, Raven's Edge had kind of melded into her hand. This time, it's still just at her hip. So technically speaking, if you wanted to, you could try and pull Raven's Edge away. Like by taking her belt off in the sword and hilt, if you wanted to. Does anybody choose to try and do that?
Shae just keeps repeating, Raven's Edge, you mean her? Raven's Edge, you mean her?
So at this point, both you and Raven's Edge, and we're back in the dream state. Both you and Raven's Edge sense that presence is coming closer, and that it's soon will be close enough in this plane to be able to manifest in some way and communicate with you, and that it means you no harm. And but Raven's Edge says, "Well, lady, your team seems quite distressed. Apparently, the effect of using me as a bridge to another dimension has caused some exterior aesthetics that have them all worried that the same thing that happened to you before is happening again. I will, if you will allow, I will attempt to communicate with them. I hope it does not hurt the bridge that I am somehow becoming at this moment."
If you may reach out to them and I'll tell them that we are okay.
On the outside, suddenly, Raven's Edge, you all get the sense that it's trying to communicate with you telepathically, but it's like, imagine you're listening to somebody on a radio and it's just like cutting out pieces in and out. Except for Shae, who is the one who's most emotional at the moment. she's able to somehow hone in on it, tune in, as it were, slightly more effectively. And you hear Raven's Edge basically say, "Do not worry, Shae. Believe that Thyra is meeting someone important. I will not harm her. It will be all right."
Shae asks in her head, "You promise?"
I swear it.
Okay.
Right. Do you relay that? Not since you sort of, never mind, you said it in your head. Do you relay that to the team?
Well, I stopped shaking Miss Thyra after that conversation, and Shae's just kind of sitting there hugging her knees, just watching Miss Thyra.
What's interesting is apparently Avery's a really heavy sleeper because she's still the lights out. Yeah, Sindri.
Sindri wants to try something seeing as he has magic running through him and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know this isn't magic as such, but bearing the magical sword, glowing, he's going to assume magic presence of sorts. Can he touch both Raven's Edge with one hand and Thyra's hand with the other one to try and see if he can feel anything?
You could
Any
try.
magic presence in there?
I wish I were wearing the "you can certainly try" shirt.
So
Which one do you? So the way it would be, since she's kind of laying down like this, it would be you would probably want to put your left hand on her and your right hand on Raven's Edge. Which one do you do first?
I'd probably put my hand on hers first.
Okay.
And then second, touch the sword.
All right. When you put your hand on her hand, it's warm. And would be. And coincidentally or interestingly, I will share that Thyra also feels in her dream state like someone is holding her hand. And then as you reach over to touch the black glowing Raven's Edge sword, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie.
A con save?
$90.
All right. You succeed on the save, and so what you experience is kind of a sort of a really strong static shock, and also a sort of reverse magnetic feeling, like you touch it or try to touch it, and just as you get close to it, it kind of you guys see kind of a weird purple lightning kind of shock his hand back, and if you had failed the save, you would have taken some damage, but you didn't take any damage, but it did kind of repel you. And now we're going to go back to the dream state. Now at this point, Thyra, you're standing in that same stone circle, and you feel the presence coming towards you from a direction this time. Although, since, it's all kind of formless, the direction is almost moot, right? You don't know what's north, south, east, or west. But it's coming from a direction, and it seems like almost like a glowing energy spirit. And as it finally arrives and is hovering within the circle of stones, you have the sense that this being feels a camaraderie with you that is familial. Excuse me, familial.
Familial?
Why is that a hard word to say?
It just is familial. It's a weird one.
Mm-hmm.
Some intermediary.
Yeah, an intermediary. Yeah.
And you're just kind of transfixed, watching and waiting, and the kind of blob of energy that's vaguely in the shape of a person begins to kind of coalesce and manifest into this tall, glowing, radiant woman with this really gleaming, impressive-looking kind of non-historical Viking armor, right? With the cool not horns, but like the
winged Valkyrie.
Yeah, the
looking.
wings, exactly. The wings and think for folks out there who think that scene in Conan the Barbarian where the spirit of Valeria manifests and saves Conan in that fight, only even more radiant and gleaming. In fact, what's interesting is it seems like you're not sure if she's wearing the armor or if it's like part of her, melded into her. It's kind of really, it's hard to tell. And she speaks to you. And she says, It is an honor to meet you, my child. And I'm quite grateful that I'm able to, through this strange artifact that you have. But perhaps it was fated to be.
The honor is mine. And how may I address you?
Ah, of course. I am Gwenheva. You want to let you spell it?
Please spell it.
GwenHyvar.
Gwenhvar.
She said, yeah, that's what she says. She says, I'm Gwenhvar.
And what am I to you?
In essence, you are effectively a great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchild, many generations removed. You see, several centuries ago, when the worlds were newish and in turmoil, I and my other edifications felt it necessary to manifest into physical form into the worlds. You see, not really a person so much as the manifestation of a concept. There are you might want to take notes on this. There are 5 sacred truths manifested as individual concepts also known as Archons, which is Archons. We are the Archons of a concept, of 5 sacred concepts. And we oppose 5 vile corruptions who manifest as demon lords. And she kind of stops there.
May you tell me the 5 sacred truths.
She says, do not want to dilute your experience, so I can only tell you what I represent. It will be up to you in your life to discover the other sacred truths. And if you choose to fight against the 5 vile corruptions. I am the sacred embodiment of justice. And if you are willing, I would ask that you take up a calling on my behalf to fight against these 5 vile corruptions. If you took up this calling, it would be an oath of justice. Although the full ramifications of that oath would be something you would have to learn as you go. Before it completely and fully manifests within you. Of course, it's up to you if you feel that this is a worthy undertaking. My adoration and love for you will not change either way.
I have already sworn this oath, and I'm happy to formally swear it again.
Yes, perhaps that's why I was drawn to you from this strange outer plane that we concepts find ourselves in.
Do I swear now?
As you wish.
In me swearing this oath, can I call upon you again? And speak when the time is free?
Unfortunately, I don't know if that's possible, but I hope it to be true. I hope we shall meet again. I know that if you do swear this oath, we will have a connection, a bond, and you will feel and learn. You will feel more powerful as you learn and gain abilities that will help you in your journey.
I swear this oath.
You
Swear
feel
this oath of justice.
You feel a sense of pride and joy, and the being Gwen Hagar says, You honor me, progeny. Do my best to be here for you when you need me most. And this strange artifact is quite useful.
Yes.
Thank you for your oath. And enjoy the journey and the landing. And I'm sure we shall meet again.
I do believe we will. I reach a hand out to shake her hand.
She reaches out to hold your hand too, but just as you're about to grasp hands, it kind of disappears in a puff of smoke. And Raven's Edge, you hear him say, I can no longer hold the connection open. Then you wake up, and at this point, I forgot this. Well, I didn't forget. I did it on purpose for dramatic effect. At this point, you guys during this, not only was she glowing, and of course Raven's Edge was glowing, but she started floating up off of the ground a little bit.
Uh-oh.
And suddenly, as she awakes, she plops to the ground. She wasn't very high off the ground, so it wasn't painful or anything, just a few inches. And she wakes up with a start. And you're in that kind of weird state of, was that a dream? Was that real? Before you realize that it was more than a dream. How does everyone else react? She's looking around at you, bleary-eyed and groggy.
You see Shae wiping away her tears. There's awake.
My sweet Shae.
Unsurprisingly, Merrik is writing in his book, like, start floating. He's just like,
I feel like if she was floating, Sindri would have tried to climb it down.
Please. Please make that happen. Something.
100%.
You're
percent echoes was just perched here, just like staring at you like.
I just wake up and I fall down and Sindri's on top of me, Shay's crying, echoes in my face, and then I just look over and there's Merrik feverishly writing notes.
That's
and then in the background, Avery is just sleeping.
exactly all of that.
It's just
Yep,
snoring.
and Avery's just over there.
Shae is just trying to give you the quick rundown. It's like, but Raven's Edge was glowing black, you were glowing yellow, and you were floating, and you wouldn't wake up. Yeah.
I was pulled once again into Raven's Edge pocket dimension.
Excuse me,
This time.
Thyra. Lights off.
Raven's Edge also shocked Mr. Sindri, too.
I mean, it was kind of my fault.
Raven's Edge says,
I'm gonna lie, I was tempted to do it again.
Raven's Edge says, I do apologize for that. It was beyond my control.
No apologies needed. It was quite exhilarating.
Miss Thyra,
Now I
I
kind
must...
of know what happens when I use shocking grasp on people.
Miss Thyra, I must say that I want to be clear. That was not a dream sequence. That was not a dream you experienced. It was real.
You had to say sequence while I was getting a mouthful of water.
Sorry.
I have gathered from my companion's reaction, and I was visited by one of my ancestors. And she gave me the opportunity to swear an oath of justice, one that I gladly took.
Arch, Dant, Muscly. Just guessing here.
About this time is when Avery finally woke up, and she's looking over and she hears you say about swearing an oath of justice. And Avery's like, "What? What? Did I say she again, or did I say they? Or did I just say
Pretend
Avery?
you said they, because
We'll
we don't know.
pretend.
So Avery looks over at you, bleary-eyed, and says, "Oath of justice. Does that mean you've taken on a new profession, a new class?"
I just woke up. But I do believe I did. I am in no mood to try to figure it out right now, though. I am tired.
Food?
Avery says,
Always.
"Well, if you want any feedback or input from me, I'm here to support, you know."
Thank you. But I am ready to get some actual sleep, and I'm sure the rest of my companions would as well.
Okay. So,
Look for some snacks first.
what do you guys do? Go back to sleep?
Eat some snacks and go back to bed.
Since Merrik went to bed far before anybody else did, he's probably feeling pretty good right now. He's like, I mean, not that interrupted in any of his sleep, so he's probably gonna stay up a little bit
Okay.
while everyone's like finishing up what they're doing. And
Oh yeah, I took first watch.
having seen this experience with Thyra and the conversations with Avalon, and just how much his perception of Echo has been turned upside down. And he's just like, what are you? Like, that's his he's like, what is this? Like, and not in any negative way. Like, he fully trusts Echo. Like, there is nothing that will break that bond, really. But now he's just like, what exactly are you? So he'll probably stay up and like kind of have this back and forth with Echo a little bit, whether it's just mostly emotional or like empathetic per se, while fidgeting with the silver owl effigy.
Okay.
And just like, can you use this? He's just like, I don't know how to approach this yet. I don't understand divine magic in this context. So that's about it.
Okay. Sindri?
I don't know, BT's just annoyed because I just squashed a fly on top of my monitor and it fell in my water. I completely lost track of everything I was thinking about and I was just annoyed.
No.
You bastard. I
What
was so
happens
happy
when
I
you-
squished it too.
What happens when you nat 20 the fly?
Or not one.
Yep.
I suppose not one, the monitor would have come down into my water.
True.
See an explosion happen.
Yeah, I think you nat 20 to fly, and you rolled really low on the deck save to move the cup of water out of the way. You're like, ah, shit.
Do you want to go get new water?
I'm fine for now. I can probably last till break.
Still, you don't want to be
about it.
distracted and drink it and then accidentally drink the fly.
Extra protein.
Good try, I'll move it. If it's out of arm's reach, I can't grab it and drink it.
All right. Now that the kind of drama of the new kind of, just for clarification for folks out there, what's happened is Thyra has taken on a second class. She's now a paladin with an oath of justice. So.
Next level, like the smite people, and I'm really excited.
It
That's
definitely
nothing
suits your
at all to
character.
do with the
From
fact you've been
experience.
controlling one.
Let me tell you from experience, feels fucking great.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, when you connect, you're just like, oh yeah.
I'm playing a paladin in the with Jotun in that.
I know,
yeah.
but it's just with your
Just let him have this, Druid. Jesus.
whatever. You're a paladin. You're a little tiny paladin in Jotun's campaign. So cool. It just feels like an aggressive foot, like from my mom.
She's a little fairy, but anyways, yes. You know, use my actual new character sheet that I wrote up.
Nice.
And I made it double-sided and wrote stuff down, and now everything's nice and organized, and I'm very happy.
She's become a true D&D nerd now that she has done that.
Druid, the tree destroyer.
Hey, wildfire druids are a class. Okay.
There's just something about having the paper character sheet that you're just like, ah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have fun reminiscing going through all my old character sheets.
Yep. But I understand and respect BT's take on it too.
Yeah.
Digital is
No,
cool.
he's saying it just to get a rise out of
Rise.
The eyes. The eyes, paladin.
Alrighty.
first most multi-class of the crew.
I will see how hard it was for me to go. Justice.
Don't touch me.
So, if I remember correctly,
Shae.
you guys were so far ahead of schedule that you actually had like a couple of days and nights before the
I think we had an extra day.
an extra day. Yeah. So, which would be yeah.
Like me, sideburns, Druid.
So when you say an extra day, I think you ended up with an extra night. So you would have to rest one more time after this. The next day, you don't have anything to do, so you all just kind of
Sindri absolutely is going to try the thing with the axe again.
What do you mean?
By playing around with it and throwing it to see if he can suss out how it works.
Okay, go ahead and roll me your.
Roll it.
Was it just flat arcane we did last time?
I think so. Isn't that what it was? Anybody remember?
I can't
I don't
remember.
remember, but I feel like that is probably the most appropriate.
That's why I said it. I was like, that seems like what it would be. I just didn't want to see if there was like any
No, it's definitely the
disadvantages you put on it or
roll.
anything.
I think I think I set the DC at 25.
That dice definitely didn't just go off the table and somewhere else. So I'll grab another dice.
Yeah, no, totally.
$22.
Yeah, you feel like you got close again, but just missed it. You're not quite there.
Yeah, 22 is what I got last
I'll
time.
say that you can do it. Didn't we determine you could? I said you could do it 5 times. Or 6 times? Was it 6? Okay. I'll let you do it 5 more times then. Your target is a 25. Yeah.
While all that's happening, I was going to say, and continue on with Merrik's thoughts from the evening. During the day, he's chatting with Avery, trying to learn more about like divine magics and kind of understand the feelings and the applications, and kind of just doing a deep dive for as long as she'll entertain it, to try to study and understand the effigy and echo. So
Gotcha. When she talks to you, she talks in abstract concepts and feelings and beliefs, and it's really rough on your highly intelligent brain.
writes it all down.
Sure.
So. Yeah, but
yeah.
just that's what he's going for.
Yeah.
Nat 20, baby.
Let's go.
So what's the total?
25. It's
Oh,
the
you have
only
a
way I
5
could
to
have made
Arcana?
it.
Okay. So well done then. This time,
That was
you-
on the 4th roll.
yeah. So, clarify for me exactly what you're wanting to truly understand. Like,
So what Sindri was trying to do is feel how the magic works, so he would be able to recreate it. He might not be able to recreate it right now. He might need to get another skill, because obviously we haven't discussed that.
right.
But that's how he wants to, basically that's how he wants to do it. He wants to learn how it works, feel the magic and how the magic runs through it and how that works, to be able to then recreate it down the line.
I'll say that you attune to it to it enough that you determined that probably the way this was created was with a mixture of magic spells that were enchanted into it and then made permanent. And so like, for example, a certain amount of kind of just magical power was channeled into it to make it, +1 to hit and damage, right? And that was also what initially just enchanted it to be magical.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, but it kind of at the same time, it was enchanted with a couple of other magics that you're not familiar with, but you get the sense that they are like some form of telekinesis. And that's basically the gist of it. And so you think if you figured out which spells were used specifically, and if you practiced, you could become an enchanter too.
Ooh. But it's
Oh,
good.
that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
All right.
And with
Yeah.
that, because he's now got the magic side out of it, the throwing axe is technically not that useful to him.
Right.
Because an axe is strength based. He's gonna ask Thyra if she wants it. Thyra,
Sindri.
this axe that I took, I have now learned what I wanted to get from it. But I feel like it'd be more useful to you now and again. If you just wanted to punt it at something in the distance while you're using your sword for normal attacks.
Thank you, Sindri. I'll pick up the axe and look it over.
It's a finely made magical axe.
Can I do like a practice throw?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's not one of those items that you have to attune to, so you kind of, as you hold it, the magical enchantment within it kind of gives you an instinctual knowledge of how to use it. And you throw it at a tree, but instead of it staying stuck in the tree, it flies back to your hand afterwards. Yeah.
Out of game.
Yeah.
Could that be used to smite? Technically, or
Can you smite with ranged weapons, with bows?
I can't remember.
I think you can, right?
I think it's when you hit with your next weapon attack. You can
Let me
smite. So
look it up.
technically,
Let me look it
but I
up.
was just curious because if so, that would be.
It's a good
dope.
question. I mean, it really is a good question.
Smite!
Right into the forehead.
And then there's a delay. It just hits. Ting. It comes back. Comes down like a bolt of lightning. Oh, are you gonna electrocute me again? But this time with divine energy. Damn it.
It wouldn't do that. Thyra wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah, she would.
No, she wouldn't.
Probably not.
No, she would
With an
not. Do it.
axe.
She'd be too afraid to fry Merrik to Christmas.
you're useful.
And Orcus wasn't?
Fern? Don't bring Fern into like Fern is, you know,
Fern's Fern.
Fern's Fern.
Yeah.
She had to get shit
Birds
done.
if Druid
and
had powers.
she was the embodiment of my like.
We all know.
Okay, interesting. It looks like it's actually specific to the type of smite that you're doing. I'll read this to you guys. Most of the paladin's smite spells start out with the next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, or the first time you hit with a melee weapon attack. But neither branding smite nor banishing smite has this weapon restriction. Instead, it says the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends.
Banishing smite from a distance.
Spanish.
Let's go.
So the answer is,
I'm fine with that.
for most you can't, but certain smites you can. And you'll just have to read it and make sure.
Perfect.
Cool. Thank you.
You bet. I'm glad we figured that out. Was there any role playing? So obviously Merrik has been figuring stuff out, Sindri's been figuring stuff out. Thyra, did you want to do something during the day? This
Yes.
last day here.
Yes. So basically, she's gonna go over in complete detail about what happened with Shae. I'm sure everybody would want to know, but she wanted to spend the moment with Shae, give her the full start to finish story. And so she's filled in fully.
Shae
and
loves
also
story
she likes
time, so
stories.
she would sit there and just like listen. You get her undivided attention.
So now you all know from her story what happened. I'm sure it might create curiosity and stuff for you guys. Feel free to discuss. Avery's there too, right?
No, this is my one-on-one with just Shae.
Oh, this is just with Shae. Okay, I misunderstood. I thought you were telling it to the entire team. Okay.
No, this is just between me and Shae.
Okay.
Now, Shae, I understand your fear, considering the first time what happened with Raven's Edge. Now, I believe moving forward, if this were to happen again, you have nothing to fear.
Okay, just as long as Mr. Raven's Edge says something, because it's very creepy when he turns black, and I don't know what's going on.
I understand.
And then you were glowing too.
I was swearing an oath. There was a lot of magic happening. I understand the fear that you must have felt.
Cause the last time you didn't wake up for like days, Miss Thyra.
I know.
And we didn't know if it was gonna happen again.
I have no fear it's gonna happen again.
I want to interject briefly and just say that during this conversation, Thyra gets an empathic feeling that Raven's Edge feels a bit of kind of sadness and sort of not true guilt, like a little bit of guilt that Shae felt so bad about what happened. Obviously he knows logically that what happened was a good thing and beyond his control, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't feel a little bit of guilt and sadness because she was so emotionally upset about it.
Yeah. Raven's Edge, is there anything that you wish to say to Shae?
In all honesty, Miss Thyra, if something were to happen to you, Shae would be really, really sad.
Raven's Edge, since she asked Raven's Edge to say something, he says, "Well, Miss Shae, I want you to know, I understand your fear after what happened before. But please trust that Thyra has truly freed me from the demonic entity. It no longer exists. I will do everything in my power to protect Thyra for as long as I exist. And you can trust that whatever goes on between her and I will be a positive thing. I do apologize greatly that I distressed you so. It pains me to know that I made you so emotional.
Milo, should we forgive him?
Milo looks up at you and goes, "Meh."
Okay, as long as Milo says it's okay, I forgive you, Raven's Edge. But please just let me know next time. Please, I'm asking nicely.
Raven's Edge says, well, I did as quickly as I could.
Okay. So, okay. Milo, remind me to write in the journal that black is not necessarily bad.
By the way, so now now everybody's leveled up. You guys want to share what levels you all took? With the
I took one level in Paladin.
Justice. To be clear, guys, we're basically using the mechanics of Oath of Vengeance. It's effectively the same thing, just with a different kind of mindset, right? Because if you look at the mechanics of Oath of Vengeance, it doesn't seem like that vengeful. It actually seems kind of like justice, right? So, you know, to a certain degree. And then, and Merrik, you took another level in your wizard class?
Yeah, I don't have any reason to multi-class.
Right.
At least not currently. Or Norny, yeah.
Sindri too, as well?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Sindri just straight sorcerer.
Right. And you're still?
Yeah, I went ranger again. But if Thyra and Shae are still talking, and Shae would ask, it's like,
So this oath that you took, what does that mean?
That means now.
May I interrupt you? You get the sense that the type of paladin you are as a paladin of justice has a different name from your ancestor, and that you are basically what would be called a you're a warrior of light who's sworn an oath to justice.
That.
You're a warrior of light, Miss Thyra? Oh, can you believe that?
Milo's like big wide-eyed.
Mom.
Merrik?
It does not.
Sorry.
Go ahead. No.
It does not shock me as much as I think it should, considering my ancestry.
So does that mean you're a more specialized fighter, or what?
I am now, not only am I a fighter, but I am officially a paladin of justice, or warrior, or
No, I mean,
it
you
is.
can say it from your world, from your character's point of view. It is a paladin, right? Because
Yeah.
that's based upon your history and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah.
you see Shae's mouth drop open as soon as you say paladin.
What? We know another paladin.
Yeah, Merrik, you had a question, or Fate had a question.
No, not a question. I was gonna say, Sindri,
Yes.
I've been working on something. I want to know what you think of it.
Good shit. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. So I've narrowed down a new spell.
Ooh.
Yeah, I kind of took a little inspiration from you with the slow. A little bit different though. So you are gonna just don't resist it, please.
Okay.
As soon as it says okay, I just reach forward and snap my fingers and cast Hypnotic Pattern. The difference is that the Hypnotic Pattern in my flare is not a kaleidoscoping bits of color. It's going to be the black void of the supernal.
Okay.
So in the stunning effect, the awed shock of what that looks like kind of just...
Gotcha.
The shocking vastness of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well role played, BT. Well role played.
And then I'll drop it.
Dang it.
And
Wait,
what's this new spell?
Can you make that face again, BT?
Nope.
Go back to the VOD later.
I'm gonna screenshot it later. Yeah.
I can do it better.
And she's not even looking. Wow, missed it completely.
I don't know how you made your eye do that. That's freaky to me, because one eye was doing
Practice.
something. Wow. That would hurt
Lots of practice. I can make so one eye go that way and keep the other eye. I can rotate it round.
Oh my god.
That takes a lot of concentration to do that
You
shit.
can do that. Fate can do like the eyeball, like shaky
I can't
thing.
shake, but I can.
Yeah, I can do that
I
one.
would definitely have full control over one eye while the other one's looking that way. Or
That's
that
cool.
way.
Wow, you guys are have some wonderful random useless talents.
I can raise one eyebrow, and that's the extent of it.
And
Oh
I have the
yeah,
most
I can do
useless
this.
one
I can
of
do the
all,
Spock thing too, Druid.
manually unfocusing my vision.
Oh, I can do that too.
Oh, yeah.
Hate it. Fucking hate it because I unmanually do it sometimes as well.
Don't worry, you'll see me zone out. Like my eyes went into unfocused mode, and then
But mine will be a go like that. And that's me trying to get my focus back on the screen in front of me.
All right. Besides the conversation that you had with Thyra during the day, you guys are resting and chilling out and stuff. Was there anything that your character wanted to do?
Oh, after she
I don't
has her
think Fate-
conversation with Thyra, she just kind of wanders around the area that we're in and just kind of takes it in. It's like, home. You see, so she can forage anything too.
Okay.
Milo's
I don't
running
think-
around with her.
I don't think Fate and BT were done RPing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
Go ahead.
interrupted them.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Go ahead, guys.
Sindri had a question. What was it?
I just said, so what's the spell then?
Well, it's typically a pattern. Kind of just stuns you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Had a,
So you said to not resist. Did you do it?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not sure I like that spell. Not used on me, anyway. Let me make that clear. Used on other
yeah,
people,
no.
I really like that spell.
I thought you would. Yes.
We try it on Thyra later.
No, if she doesn't know, no, that's a bad idea. I know how hard Avery hits, and I imagine it's tenfold, and I don't want any of that smoke. I'm sorry.
With that,
Uh-huh.
Sindri will be a little bit annoyed, and he is going to cast Fly on himself and float off.
You guys see a little flying gnome floating off into the the broken dead forest.
Jay's mouth just drops.
Your Sindri can fly?
I am no longer shocked by the magic that those two can conjure.
I'm happy he figured it out before I did. I'll be honest.
I've just had another funny idea.
Do you have any idea how bad I know how to counterspell your fly?
Instead of flying back, because Sindri's now aware that he's just been hypnotized, to get back really quickly, he's gonna use his action of Flame Stride and charge back across.
Wait, what?
Flame Stride.
Oh, flame stride. You keep saying that. I'm thinking you're gonna flame strike. What? You're gonna sit
Yeah,
there?
I thought he said flame strike too. I
Right.
was like, wait, when did you turn into a cleric?
To call it Flame Run because it always seems to come across like strike over the mic.
Right.
Flame Sprint.
There you go.
Remember,
Jaunts.
Shae says only you can prevent dead forest fires.
Oh yes.
Smoke to the bear.
So all of a sudden, Merrik sees this little flash of fire coming towards him, and Sindri just stops and leaves a burning trail behind him.
In the air, because you're still flying, right?
No, I dropped down to the floor on that.
Oh, okay.
And then done that.
Okay.
They're both concentration spells.
Nope,
Right.
the other one's an action. Well, it's
Flame
because we
Stride
made
is just
it
an
a
action.
class action.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buddy.
All right. Well, since we're showing off, man, I figured you'd like this one. You know the
Do
line
we
of
want
fire that
to
we
just
like to make.
go to the side of camp? I've just thought about this, and I've just set a big flaming trail through there.
No, continue. I'm enjoying this.
You know, a nice little line of fire that we like to make.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of tweaked it a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
big fly.
Get him. So Merrik will just gonna kind of look upward because he's like, this could be pretty dangerous. He just holds his hand out. Surprisingly, not very flashy for this because it's just a demonstration. Just holds his hand out, just waits for a second. I made myself laugh. And then, like, you hear. I think the best way to describe it, like you hear like the sputtering of like a flame starting to like light up, right?
Yeah.
You hear that? You hear the.
Yeah.
And then it just a nice little explosion, and I cast a lightning bolt up into the air,
Ooh,
100-foot line.
nice.
Merrik, I think I've got something that might go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got enough to be able to do this. So I'm gonna pick a point. I need to read this just to remind myself, having never cast this before.
When I see.
I'm gonna do it at maximum range away from camp. So 120 feet away. I'm going to cast Tidal Wave. And turn around, once I've done that, turn around to Merrik and go, so if I use that to get everyone piss wet through, and then you hit them with that thing, I think that's going to be rather amusing.
And Avery pipes in at this point, and she says, "Well, and if you can time it right with enough practice, you could actually time the spells at the same time, so that while the enemy is within the water itself."
It's a tidal wave that's electrically charged.
Yeah.
You know, Sindri,
Well,
I will say.
if there is a slight mistiming on that, by the way, it does leave a lot of water around afterwards for a bit. So there'd still be stood in quite a bit of water.
You know, I have to say, I'm surprised. Honestly. I mean, given the firebug that you are, I didn't think you'd ever find a way to put the fires out.
Yeah, I figured it was probably wise.
And that's what you do. You put out your own fires, huh? I will say this, that luckily this forest, because again it's eternal autumn, it's kind of it's old dead wood, but it's also been soaked through for a long time, and there's not a lot of like dead leaves or foliage anywhere to catch on fire, so it would slowly burn itself out without potential, unless you got really close to a tree.
It made it very, very aggressively deliberate that I'm setting this on fire.
Yeah, right, exactly. And even then, it may not spread very quickly, again, because all the trees are very moist. I forgot she hates that word. Sorry. That look on her face.
All right, everything's really damp.
There you go.
Damp.
Damp is
dank.
Damp is a better word, huh? Okay, I'll remember that.
Sure. Yeah.
So you don't even like that word in context of like cake?
There's just certain sounds that just make my brain go, because just.
I will say though, when we are talking about like food and baking, and in that context, it's a lot more palatable.
Yeah.
Well said, nice pun.
It's the sound that my brain conjures when that word is said. That just gives me the ick. It's not the actual word itself, it's just what it makes my brain conjure. And I'm just like, ugh.
Alacanon says moist.
All right. Was there anything that you're... Oh, you need to go to the bathroom or something?
Yes. Coffee finally went through me.
Okay.
And I also have to pee, and I've been waiting.
I mean, if you want, we can just take our break 25 minutes early. If you want to do that.
Yeah. I mean, Shae didn't have anything else that she wanted to do other than, frolic around the dead woods.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
I would, if you're frolicking in the dead woods, while Sindri and I are doing whatever the fuck we're doing, Echo's gonna accompany you guys.
Oh.
Just
That's
because.
awesome.
It's like, go have some fun.
Very good, very good. All right.
What you can.
Enjoy the break, guys. We'll be back in about 10.
I could just see it. It was like on top of Milo's head as we're wandering around.
Just.
All right, you guys
Exactly.
want classic old intermission or the new one? We did the new one the last time. Should we alternate? All right. Enjoy.
Their picture on Discord.
Oh, it's only over your own picture. You see it on...
Yeah.
It's gone. This is the most unconventional D&D stream on Twitch.
The mouse.
How to distract the streamers? Mouse. Oh, he's like my perfect kind of weird. I really like him. I feel like he's the kind of person that would tell Guar it's okay to pee on the tree. And that feels very important to me for some reason. My hair is so heavy today.
Well, you did wash it. It's full of water.
I know.
So stretch, right? Stretch.
Oh.
Counselor's pose.
Oh, okay, now you're showing off. Don't do that. I can't touch my toes.
That is... She can do standing mermaid on one side.
Oh, standing mermaid? Let's see if I can do it in jeans.
Okay.
Foot into elbow. Connect the fingers.
Quick save, quick.
Okay, cool.
It also sometimes does this sound, this random thing. It just happens from time to time. I think it has to do with some sort of decondensation or something. I don't know. It's really weird. But I swear to God, it sounds like an army of masturbating gnomes.
Are you sure they're Stormy?
What?
Are you sure they're not masturbating squirrels?
No, I'm pretty sure they're. I'm pretty sure they're no.
You know, just a.
It does. It's just this sound. It's this weird sound. You've proven time and again that your eccentricities are beneficial to not only yourselves, but to the guild and to the land in general. So.
We are so special that he pulled out the dictionary for us. He used big words.
And the day had come. The party was ready to begin their fights in the arena against the number 2 ranked guild. Here they are, up against them. The name, the Loam Riders. Will they defeat them? Will they be beaten by them? And such it went. The battle began. It looked like it was fairly even, but it was not. Soon, 2 party members were down, and the cliffhanger had begun. I don't know. And you guys are awesome.
Fight me. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna go.
I did it too.
You did it too? Yeah! We're gonna go chat dance. Here we go.
Oh, man.
Kids like, to me, is this wonderful? Wait, that's not how you do it. How do you do it? I screwed it up. I can't. Oh yeah, it's this way.
It's called the dab. You need to do it correctly.
Oh.
I'm still doing it wrong.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you take it away there. itsStarkitty.
You forgot to hit play.
Okay.
And we're gonna add cinnamon and a little
The
extra
character, she wants pancakes now. Thank you.
There's only one way I'll accept pancakes. Stormy's got to wear the outfit. It's canon. It's the only way I think any one of us can enjoy them.
Later. You soon. So, you guys find yourself that evening dabbing at the inn. No. You find
That
yourselves.
is what Emmeline is doing. She's
Yeah.
dabbing from side to side on the stage.
Oh, he's pretty cool.
Okay.
My Chonkapillar.
Chonkapillar's ass liked him.
The butt.
Chonka butter.
It's a little tiny, like, X.
A little anime X for his little bunghole.
The ability to control those undead.
Oh, that's right, because you did that before Bunky
Yeah.
inseminated us.
Right. And the Bob Ross moment has ended.
Eating my butt, freaking chair. And that deep-throated person over there, the one with the green hair. Just kidding.
We were going down ha-ha.
Oh, I didn't mean like that deep. I meant like deep-sounding voice. Oops.
Deep what?
He's got a deep voice, guys. That's what I was trying to say. It's true.
Yeah.
Do you have a very deep voice?
I know I do.
It doesn't frustrate you because it's something you can focus your mind on, and to help you. I'm going to use the P word, to help you process what you went through. Are you clipping it?
Everyone, get some rest. We'll discuss this later, after I've had some time to think.
It's
And
a lot
process.
to process.
Everything.
Got 3 good clips so far. I'm processing the rest. What a dick! You snuck it in there. You got me to say it. Looks like you have a question, Fern.
Is it the same color, the same blue glow?
Yes.
No, I think if you scroll over their picture on Discord.
Oh, it's only over your own picture. You see it on. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's gone.
This is the most unconventional D&D stream on Twitch.
The mouse.
How to distract the streamers? Mouse. Oh, he's like my perfect kind of weird. I really like him. I feel like he's the kind of person that would tell Guar it's okay to pee on the...
Mission montage. To entertain you.
It's gonna be a montage.
Someone clip that. Ooh, that's clever. Man, high five me. Do it like.
Which
Wait, am I going right?
Yeah, that one. Dude, I'd like to say I was 100% not trying to remake that clip, but I genuinely had no freaking idea because this is a new scene.
Someone clip that. All right.
Fuck.
Where I was like, wait, let me help you. Let me help you. Blessings of goo upon you. And it gives you guidance.
It's an extra D4, right?
I hope someone clips that. Yeah, I believe it's an extra D4 for guidance, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for the 50.
I dropped the dice. All right, 18.
I'm gonna do the there.
Are you doing the monkey toast thing?
Did you guys see that?
Yeah. We all saw that.
I'm sure somebody's gonna clip it now.
$5? No, just.
Huh?
That'll be $5 thing? No, just kidding.
Has come in handy, somewhat. I didn't know fighting would be this much fun. I'm looking forward to what happens next. P.S. Journal, why does Miss Thyra's sword call her Dommy Mommy? I'm not sure I know what that means.
Oh, I'm so glad I muted. I knew I had to myself.
Oh, shit.
I broke everybody, including me.
Every week. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh man.
Athletics check to keep from being pushed back by the momentum of a 40-pound, sack of gnome. Hi guys, we're back. The rest of the team is still on their snack break. Bio
Stormy
snack
likes
break.
to come back early because he wants to chat with you guys.
That's right. She nailed it. If you're reading this, manual breathing has been turned on.
Hello, Kieran.
Lord of Bushido. About said that wrong. It's so good. I'm so grateful to have you guys hanging out with us. It means a lot that you guys enjoy our shenanigans that we're up to. That's hilarious, Pelican. Sword pistol throwing the all caps moist up there, just for Druid's sake.
Kieran, have you ever played? No, you have played D&D.
Yeah.
I forgot. I've seen you on Rusty's streams.
Right. With what? What?
DeMarco's having trouble with BG3.
You'll get there. You'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confident in your ability to defeat that game, DeMarco.
I don't know why I did rather voice there, but I. The look on her face, she looks like she's, I don't know. It was funny. Keep dying a lot. Yeah, you gotta like.
Okay.
In those kinds of TTRPG, CRPG games, computer RPG games, you really have to optimize your tactics. It just takes trial and error and practice. You'll get there. I've been playing them for so long. That's why I really love BT and I when we play BG3, and I really missed it this week. But BT and I weren't feeling good Thursday, and I had promised Scully I would be there for her birthday stream on Friday. So.
Oh.
Kieran, have you signed up for any of like Jotun's one-shots?
I was gonna say that's a thought.
Yeah.
You guys want to play some actual D&D? I mean, it does cost money, but it's just $10 a pop, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, for sure, Kieran Chicago. I can imagine the time frame is hard for you. He starts at 2 a.m. Yeah. Yeah.
I know Jotun's been looking at trying different time frames throughout the week to accommodate those of you that are over in BT in your area.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have to talk to him and let him know, time frame that works for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Especially if you want to play Star Wars with him.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jotun wants to do Star Wars RPG?
Yeah, Jotun's thinking about running a Star Wars RPG.
I did a Star Wars, bit of a Star Wars campaign when I did Palladium.
Oh, really?
I had to argue that because it was experimental, and we were using like the light side, dark side points based off of actions, so kind of like deal with some alignment. It was kind of a mechanic, and I had to try to argue because my character was kind of ruthless, and the idea of like not causing unnecessary harm, and just end the fight by just like lopping heads. And he's like, that's dark side points. I'm like, how? If it's light side points by maiming them and just removing a limb, and they're still alive, they're forever altered. At least in this way, they're just done.
I 100% actually agree with you. I feel like that maiming someone and leaving them alive, I don't know, that's
is far darker than just quick, clean, done. The darkest thing I did though was I was like, fine, I won't do that. And then some foolish stormtrooper decided to try to punch me. So I just moved my blade in front of his fist, and he banana peeled his own arm. And I was like, he followed through. Not my fault, he punched the lightsaber.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the history of lightsaber duels, they're very much on the fucking line.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, if you really think about the lightsaber as a weapon, it actually makes zero sense that it's even viable as a weapon, because two Jedis fighting each other, like, think about it, right? It's 360 degrees of plasma death, right? So actual duelists focusing on each other, like, Jedis would have no fingers, right? They'd have no hands, because it'd be so easy to just get a little flick right when they're dueling, like an actual duelist would, right? Or I don't know. I've always found it interesting that it's not a very practical weapon. I mean, if it were really real, it would be a devastating weapon. And yeah,
both sides.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but it's fun to watch. Don't get me wrong. I'm not an anti-Star Wars guy. I love Star Wars. It's really, sci fantasy.
Sci fantasy.
Not even just necessarily the heat, because it's when it connects, that's where the heat is, right? But just if you think about a duel, because there's no cross guard, other than what's his nuts. It would be so easy to simply in a fencing duel with them to just get somebody's wrist and then they're done.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
turning
the
it on and
forbidden
turning it off.
technique.
Yeah,
I
that one
can't
too.
remember what it's actually called,
Yeah. I ended up doing that.
but both sides
It's
are.
fine.
Yeah, both light and dark side. It's a big
Both
no-no.
Yeah.
Like, really? No. You're calling me a freaking Sith. I'm turning that fucking thing off and getting the advantage.
Yeah, I mean,
Life or death, man.
if you're fighting for survival, without a doubt, I agree with you there. Yeah,
They
It's
take a big swing, just go boop, so they follow through rather than just hitting your sword. And you go.
Let's get back to the D&D adventures tonight. I think everybody was basically done with their RP for that day. There's going to be one more rest in the evening. We're going to roll to see if there's a random encounter that night. Well, okay.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the order of our watch again?
If we're keeping the same as last time, I'm first, and then Merrick's last. That's all I know.
So it would be Sindri, me, Shae, Sindri,
Merrick.
Yeah, it would be
Merrik.
Sindri,
Or
Thyra,
Wait, why do I get 2 watches?
and I'm
you
on
suck.
third watch by myself, and then fourth watch I'm up with Mr. Merrik.
How many watches are there?
Or
Oh, you have spells now. You have
No, I
to
don't.
recoup.
On this happens on the second watch.
it's
Oh,
Thyra.
smite points. Oh, it's on my watch. Okay.
Yeah.
Mighty tighty. It's a tighty smitey. Tighty smitey whitey.
I was gonna say, is that like tidy whities? What?
Wait, a tidy whitey smitey, is that when you shit your pants?
So I'm putting trees out here. Just
Thunderous smite.
remember that. Are you guys pulling a Stormwing thing again? So the trees are obviously not green like this. These are just representative. Oh yeah, wait a minute. So if I remember correctly, you were in a grotto. Let me draw that part.
Game on, Johnny.
Let me put it closer to the
Cool.
green. So, go. Stick on there. Stick.
What did you think I was gonna do?
Go me.
What? No. Ah.
BT cast Spanish.
I was thinking BT cast Dragon's Breath.
This is the little pond with the waterfall
Which I do
flowing
have,
into
by
it.
the way.
What was that?
When Fate said BT cast Dragon's Breath, I was like, man, Sindri actually has that now.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Is Mr. Kool-Aid the container or the liquid?
Container.
Yeah.
The little campsite is rocks.
No flies in my
Fire.
drink anymore.
Who was on second watch? Thyra?
Yeah.
Thyroid.
Hashtag tonsil.
Rock hard.
Rock hard. Let's go. Thank you for the follow. Shout outs.
The rocker.
We get a follow? Thank you.
Yeah. Rock hard strong. We stole him from
Rock hard strong.
we stole him from DYS.
Wrong.
Follow him, he's pretty cool. Good.
Trials of Mana. Greetings, Rock. And then
All
presuming
right,
you're out of
so
nuts now.
I'm gonna get where'd she go? There she is. So I want you guys to tell me where you
Did
think.
somebody gift him a sub or gift them a sub?
Fate.
What?
I
My
don't have
mouse
chat
slipped.
up. All I saw was the new subscriber, so I didn't know if they subscribed themselves or if somebody gifted them a sub.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was clicking on my character sheet, and things happened.
Well, arigato gozaimasu to whoever did that.
Oh, Druid, I actually picked a spell after you, by the way. Chaos Bolt.
Yeah, Kieran. That finger.
All right.
About the same height as well.
So if you guys can see where I've put stuff, excuse me. Thyra, can I kind of assume that you would want to be sitting on this log since you have the widest view
Yes.
of? Okay.
Yes.
Where would the rest of you be sleeping in relative to this stuff? Would you be on the close side to the fire or on the other side of the log? And like, yeah.
Sindri would be right next to the fire, bearing in mind this isn't the warmest place for him.
Okay. How about
And that
Merrik?
he's a firebug.
Oh, or Shae, you had something to say.
Shae is kind of just sitting up against the log, kind of like crisscross applesauce, and she's just kind of meditating with Milo. Well, she's not laying down, she's sitting.
No, but I can't make this sit, so it's laying down is more
And
than
Milo
standing.
is curled up wherever he feels comfortable, whether it's in my lap or next to me.
I mean, it's technically, this is your sleep, so that's why I'm just having to lay down.
Kind of upset that I've
Merrik, where would you be?
level 3 spells.
Merrick would probably be hanging out in the same log, same side as Shae.
Okay. Would you be
Lay.
sleeping close to the fire or on the other side?
It's closer to the fire.
Okay. You want to be closer this way or like here?
On the inside. Inside. Yeah.
Just in case you haven't seen it as well, Rock Hard. We have sound alerts turned off, and also when we actually start RP, we're chat dark. Apart from me, who keeps an eye on chat just in case any bots appear.
Yeah, we don't need them cheap viewers.
Where would you
It's not
have
cheap.
Echo?
With me.
Okay.
Sleeping in a
Yeah.
wizard's sleep.
Echo. Echo would be like right up in here, right up in the cloak.
Okay, wizard's armpit.
No. Echo is not that disrespectful as my real bird.
Owl fried nugget.
Owl Prime. Yeah, he's just like,
Okay.
That is.
Can you guys? All right. So that's Thyra.
Okay.
In the middle of the night, during your watch, about halfway through your watch, hear movement in the forest. As you look out, you suddenly start to see a slew of glowing red eyes peering at you from the darkness. And you only have seconds to start waking up the team as those glowing eyes, they kind of all stop and pause briefly for a few seconds to look at you guys, and then you hear them. It sounds like creatures rushing through the forest towards you. So basically, it's not going to be a surprise round. You're all she's gonna be able to wake everybody up in time. It'll just be initiative.
Okay. I'm gonna have Raven's Edge wake the team.
Okay.
Just for my knowledge, by the way, what's range on Merrik's alarm spell?
It's a 20-foot cube, so they would have been way too close.
Yeah.
I mean, it will obviously go off as soon as they get close. And let me.
Everybody gets woken by Raven's Edge's voice.
Except for Avery.
So to be clear, guys, I only gave you a 15% chance to have a random encounter, and I rolled a 12.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think Raven's Edge can wake up Avery.
Yeah, that is true.
And Avery's like behind me, right?
Just throw an axe at her.
A little bit off to the right and behind you, yeah.
Yeah, basically I'd hop over to her and just like.
It all happens fast enough, but Thyra, roll me. Let me think. Yeah, these creatures, they're super rare in your world, but they do exist, and you've heard stories. And also, of course, you've heard stories from Shae, and even when you guys were talking with Evelyn, you get the sense that you're pretty sure what these are. It looks like a roving, wandering pack of ghouls have stumbled upon you guys' camp.
Oh no.
Most of these are ghouls, some of them are not, but they look close enough, so. Okay.
Do you need to number them?
Yeah, I will do that. First, though, do what the screen says. Yeah.
Not one.
You're right, Sindri at the bottom of the list.
At least it was for initiative.
True.
Shae.
I still get stacks added to it,
13.
doesn't it?
Here.
16.
Merrik.
20.
Sindri.
4.
4. Roll for Avery, please, Druid.
Oh, I'm gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, from that 20 to that 1. In 2 rolls.
I think.
And it's pretty balanced. That's all thing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to look up her. 6.
Okay. What kind of armor is she? Does she have scale mail?
She has. I was not prepared. Yeah, scale mail. Chainmail.
Oh, it's chain mail? Okay.
She's
I
a
would
plus 0
roll
to
that
her dex.
she could have had practice in sleeping in chainmail. Anything that has more movability, like leather armor, chainmail, even scale mail to a certain degree, depending on how it's designed, would be okay. But any heavy armor, like any
You've got no chance.
breastplate would be the you wouldn't wear the breast to sleep in, the breast part to sleep in, and same thing with the of course any kind of half plate or full plate wouldn't work. Ring mail you couldn't sleep in comfortably. I don't know if that has ring mail, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. So I'll say that she is fully armored because she's gotten used to that. All right, let me roll for the
I'll
monsters.
control her again too during this fight, so you don't have to worry about her.
Say again?
I'll control her.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did I have to roll so
Alright.
shit? Would have been a perfect fireball.
I'm gonna roll 1 initiative for the ghouls. And okay. Actually, I'll do 1 initiative for 1 through 3, and then 1 initiative for 4 through 6. And then their pack leader. Well, that's interesting. All right. What's your actual total dex number, Shae?
16.
Okay.
Mine's a 14 now.
I said at 14.
Because I had to pull from my dex and
That's right.
pull from my intelligence to be able to up my charisma.
All right. I needed to adjust some people around, but okay. Let me write some numbers down here. Oh. No. I about made this fight a lot harder. By accident. I was looking at
Are you giving
I'll
them
tell you
all
later.
250 hit points?
No, I was giving them all the same hit points as the boss.
Oh.
Merrik, it is your turn. You see, you're just waking up, a little bit kind of. I'll say that roll me a Constitution saving throw.
21.
You're fine. You don't feel any kind of, base fatigue. You're alert enough to combat. And I'm gonna have everybody roll that except Thyra, obviously. But you get to go first, Merrik. You see what looks like a pack of ghouls, and this is also creatures that you'd heard stories of on your world as well. Again, fairly rare, but not like they usually are in, corrupted areas near graveyards or crypts and stuff in your world.
I will stand up.
Okay. I will let you know that you do notice that one of them seems a bit bigger, more muscular, with a little bit fiercer looking and has this kind of weird green cloud floating around him.
So I'll track the biggest, baddest, ugliest one as I stand up, and I am going to cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level.
Okay.
Doing fire damage, and yeah. Which one's that? Which one's that ugly fuck?
It's this guy right here.
Okay. Yeah. So as my action, I will cast Chromatic Orb.
All right.
Roll the hit. 19 on the die plus 7.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
And it's 4d8.
What level spell is that?
It's a 1st level spell, but I'm casting at 2nd level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's normally 3d8 and it just upscales to another 1d8? Wow. Nice.
Yep. Come on. Okay.
Yeah, D8.
I need 1d8. Thank you. So first, 15 damage.
Okay.
And then, since I'm now at 6th level, I get 2 attacks per action. And with Blade Singer, I can replace my 2nd attack with a cantrip. Fireball, with the same one. Or Firebolt, excuse me.
Wait, I'm confused now.
At 6th level, Blade Singer gets extra attack. And as a Blade Singer, I can replace the extra attack as a cantrip instead of a melee.
Wow.
So Firebolt it is, baby, at the same one.
Yeah.
15 on the die plus 7.
Yeah.
Cool. And that's 2 dice 10. I hated how I said that. 17.
Damn.
Fucking rocked him.
Damn.
Okay. Well done.
And that ends my turn.
Okay.
No bonus action.
Thyra, you're up. I need to mark them. I won't mark this one since he's
for aesthetic flair, as the chromatic orb comes out, Merrik mimics drawing a bow, like a long bow.
Cool.
And casts it, and then follows up what looks like throwing a dart with the firebolt.
Neat. Okay.
Jump for that nerd.
Is that
Here, I'll just put a different.
That's not Thyra's accent.
me?
Sounds like Thyra trying to mimic Sindri.
All right, then.
I remember Merrik.
All right,
Arguably not a beast. Thyra mimicking Merrik.
I'm
Touche.
first going to invoke my giant's might, and I'm going to enlarge myself. I don't remember where I put it, and I can't find it. I hid it from myself. There it is. And I'm gonna move my full 30 feet of movement. I'm just gonna go
Would you do me a
barreling.
favor and swap her out for the gorilla? And then move her 30-foot move.
Towards what?
Because I see Merrik is going for the big guy. I'm gonna start going towards number 5. That guy, yeah. I know I'm not gonna reach him all the way, but you know.
I've just realized Thyra grows because Druid can't.
Let's pause for a second. I'm checking something. Pelican makes a good point that we need to. I want to clarify the rules thing here.
Wiggle your legs anymore, Nabu, and you'll set off running.
Extra attack for Blade Singer. You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action.
Yeah, hang on. I got it. Thanks. I think what's got Pelican and tripped up is that just this part about wait. You can't cast another spell during the same turn except for a cantrip with the casting time of 1 action. So, and this was after I specifically asked, can a caster with multi-attack cast a spell and cantrip? And here's a Reddit one. Oh God, why do they always? Like some Reddits. Oh, screw you, Reddit. Whoops.
Because people don't write logically. Wikipedia being proof of this.
Because I remember your character was doing that before by using spell points. You're saying with this new level, you basically and what's the actual name of the subclass again?
Blade Singer.
Blade Singer. Thanks. Yeah, no, it specifically says starting at 6th level, you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn. Moreover, you can cast one of your cantrips in place of one of those attacks. So, I mean, technically speaking, casting an attack spell is an attack. From what I'm reading
doing
here,
like an AOE or something.
although this does say casting spells in 5th ed. When you cast a spell, you usually make a spell attack roll or the spell has an area of effect. The spell casting action does not count as an attack action. So you cannot use extra attack in conjunction with a spell unless the spell states otherwise.
Okay.
He's like, all right, then I'll just spend sorcery points. I just watched him click on it on his new character sheet.
Well, I'm just, that's one person's interpretation. I want to make sure that I've looked and found, because sometimes, there are forums out there where people make a good argument for the opposite.
Or we could just real cool it, let it happen. Heck when everybody else says.
I mean, it is kind of OP if he's going to be able to cast 2 spells every single turn, or every single combat round. That would be kind of break the game a bit too much, I feel like. But maybe. Okay. I'm thinking about it. Like when you were 2 spells, what did you?
More.
I forgot how you got
stab
that.
people more.
As a special ability you gave my character. but I had limited.
Definitely take
Limited
that
uses
spell that
per
we were
day.
talking about, Fate, in that case.
You gave me three times I could use it per day,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
but I didn't use it very often.
Bend those rules, baby.
Wait, there's another guy who says, no, you can't cast spells as part of the attack action. You use the cast a spell action for that. Part of casting that spell may involve making a spell attack of some kind, but the attack action is just for making weapon attacks, including unarmed strikes. There are only 2 exceptions that I know of. One is the blah 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 monk stuff. The other is the Blade Singer. When they get the extra attack feature at level 6, they can cast a cantrip in place of 1 attack during the attack action. So, I'm gonna say it works. I'm gonna use that guy's interpretation.
Yeah, you put that back, sir. Look at you.
I mean, all it ever boils down to with stuff like that is, are you fine with it? Because that's all everyone's opinions are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty OP because he's going to be able to dish out a shit ton of damage. I'm going to have to balance the equation a little bit. It doesn't mean I'm going to make it I'm not going to nullify your extra power, just to be clear. But if I want the combat encounters to be at all challenging, there will have to be some middle ground
still
kind
have
of
to make the
puppage, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I like I said, I won't balance it to be like completely negate the fact that you're getting a whole second, 2d20 or 2d10 or 3d10. I'm not gonna. That would be cheesy to do that. But I might have to give a few extra hit points to some monsters just to kind of mitigate that ridiculous DPS you're getting ready to put out.
Because I recognized that when I realized that you can use the cast a cantrip, because then combining that with quicken spell is, there's 3.
See, when it was using the sorcerer points or whatever, then I was like, okay, he can only do it a certain number of times, right? So it's like a resource based thing. But now that you have that, that's
Yeah. May I
3 attacks.
Yeah. Pelicanon is saying like the most common action to take in combat is the attack action, whether you are swinging a sword, firing an arrow from a bow, or brawling with your fists. With this action, you make 1 melee or ranged attack, seeing the making an action section of the rules. And then he goes on to say for what counts as an attack action. So Pelicanon, it looks like it's still arguing like.
Oh, he makes a very good point. It's basically if you were using a weapon.
I have a counter argument from that exact thing that he's just put.
Oh, what's your counter argument?
Drawing a bow.
What?
Drawing a bow is an attack action. You're drawing a bow. That's like casting the spell. Then when you've released, that's the attack action. So that's the letting loose of the spell.
I think the biggest issue comes from the vagueness of the extra attack giving the cantrip. Yep. Because I understand the whole spell thing, but I'm making a spell attack on my attack action. I'm not casting like hypnotic pattern. I can see how that wouldn't work because I'm not making a spell attack. I'm not being offensive, I'm being defensive.
Right.
Which
the thing is that even though they use the word attack when you're casting a spell, it's technically not the attack action, it's the casting a spell action, which is really a little bit kind of convoluted. The way they had it in 3.5 was a little bit easier. Let me think for a second.
I mean, I'm happy just to use my quicken spell. I mean, I have plenty of resources for it. It's not a big deal to me.
Do you want the throwing axe?
I'll put on enough DPS anyway. It's fine.
No, Thero's not
I
gonna get
think
with that axe.
let's.
Maybe I'll be able to
If this will be,
enchant something for you.
if this doesn't sound like it's too complicated for you to figure out, or to keep track of, what about if we limit your ability to use that ability to your proficiency?
Sure.
A number of times per day equal to your proficiency.
Sure, that's fine.
Then it's almost like you're getting that many more sorcery points, right? That you don't actually have to spend from sorcery points. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay. So effectively what it's done is doubled the amount of times you can do that. It just means now you need to be a little bit more careful because you can run out of the ability to do that.
Yeah, no, that works for me.
You cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Fair
a fair
enough.
compromise, in my opinion.
Alrighty. So we'll. Thank you for. I do appreciate the feedback, Pelican, and let's go. So that was.
I can't
Thyra.
tell. So I don't know how close I am if I can actually reach the dude because we stopped at the end of my.
No, you're. Let's see. What was that?
30.
She was so she enlarged. She stepped over Sindri.
Wish she would.
Which wouldn't be hard.
She could actually get in range.
Okay.
Wait, do you have reach?
No.
Then
No,
you
but
can't.
she's
you
in
can't
larger
step.
form.
Okay.
You're close though.
So,
They're gonna come at you.
oh no. Not my plan at all.
Okay.
Can I take the dodge action?
You used your. Is dodge action a bonus? Or an
No.
No,
action?
it's just an action.
No, my giant smite's a bonus action.
Oh, your giant size is a bonus action. If you only move 30 feet, then yeah, you can use the dodge action. That just means they have what, disadvantage on attacks against you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That was Thyra. Next is going to be ghouls 4 through 6. They're going to pile on this big, juicy looking, tasty morsel. Attack 1. AC.
My AC is 20.
Okay. The first ghoul misses. Second ghoul misses. And the third ghoul misses. Woo! Okay. That was. Sorry. Initiative 1 is Merrik. Initiative 2 is Thyra. Initiative 3 is those ghouls. Now it's the boss gas's turn. Oh, you guys are up and awake now, so. The boss gas is gonna double move to close distance between right over by Merrik, who was the one who messed him up really hard. And so he's within 5 feet of both of you all, and you would have already dropped him to the ground.
Oh, Milo doesn't sleep in his harness. He sleeps off his harness.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. So then he would not be within 5 feet of it. Would Echo be on your shoulder?
Yeah.
All right. So I need Shae, Merrik, and Echo to roll Constitution saving throws, because the stink coming off of this boss ghoul, which is actually a ghast, is a gas. It's disgusting. It's like I don't know, someone took a dump of rotten meat. I don't know. It's really awful.
22.
22? Okay. What'd you get?
Merrik rolled a 19 and Echo gets a 9.
A 9? Okay.
Yep.
So Echo missed it by 1. Which means he is poisoned until the start of its next turn. Which I believe just means that... What the heck is the poison?
In a spirit.
There it is.
Poison.
Poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Not like he attacks much anymore. So. Or ever. So yeah, he feels nauseous. The poor little guy's throwing up on your shoulder.
I will say in a realistic term, if he was, Echo's dead. Because birds don't throw up. If they do, they're dying.
Dicks, because this is a fantasy world.
Oh, they don't? So birds can't throw up. If they do, they're dead? Okay, fair enough. Then
Yeah,
it would affect him differently then. He would just be very, like, dizzy and woozy and, just affected by the nasty stink of it.
Like he's got the flu.
All right. So that's all it could do on its turn.
Or anything, yeah.
I know, I don't like it either.
That's initiative 4. Initiative 5 is Shae.
All right. Shae's gonna take out both of her weapons and she's gonna move to flank with Mr. Merrik.
Okay.
I can stop knocking over trees.
They are kind of in your way.
Yeah. Okay.
Here. We know that's the boss. I'm just going to take the dice away. That's the ghast.
So, since I have extra attack, I get two attacks with my main hand, and my bonus action is my offhand.
Yeah.
First attack. Mace is main hand, rapier is offhand right now.
Okay.
For this world. First attack. 14 to hit.
Oh, that's just barely misses.
Okay.
Because the ghouls and ghasts in this world are a little bit tougher than your average ghouls and ghasts.
Second attack, main hand is my extra attack. That's a 16.
That hits.
Okay. And then offhand with the rapier is my bonus action.
Not that it necessarily matters, but just go ahead and roll me the damage of the attack that hit first.
Oh, okay. It's a d6 plus 2.
You only move 5 feet, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's max damage. It's 9 points.
All right. You crush the ghast's skull in. It falls to the ground, partially into the flame, burning dead.
Wah, wah.
Womp womp. Womp womp.
Mr. Spellcaster really effed it up good.
I didn't even roll with advantage.
Yeah, you forgot to do that. Yeah. Now you still have 25 feet of movement and another attack action, or your bonus attack action.
True.
You can get in range of number 4 here if you want.
Yes, I will do that.
5, 10, 15, 20.
All right. Let me help out Miss Thyra.
Technically, you could do it here if you wanted.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yes. All right. Offhand. That's a natural 20.
Okay. All right, so I want to do a new house rule for crits because I don't like I don't feel like they're strong enough. Because when
To
you
roll
roll the
minimum damage.
yeah. So what I'm gonna say is that you add up all your damage as if you were doing a single attack. But you don't roll the actual damage roll. It's just max damage,
Okay.
and then you roll that die as the second damage.
Oh.
I
Okay.
saw someone do this the other day, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Yep, that feels like a crit to me."
I'm gonna tell you, we
So-
did this when we played Curse of Strahd, and it's absolutely devastating on both sides.
Both sides.
But
So
it feels so damn good when you connect. The Paladin's gonna have a lot of fun.
So the first damage is going to be max regardless, and then I roll for.
Yeah, so imagine that you just don't have to roll, or imagine that you've rolled 2 dice for the damage type, but the first one was just max.
Okay. So 8 plus 4 is 12, plus another 2 is 14, plus 4 is 20.
What's the plus 4?
I get 1d8 plus 4.
I thought you already added that in though.
So if I'm doing the crit, it's 1d8 plus 4.
Yeah.
It would be 12.
So I'm not saying you get to do.
Oh, okay.
You don't get to double the.
Yeah, just the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 14 points.
14 points to which one?
Number 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
this guy's dead.
Okay. He's still up, but you hit him pretty hard. You stuck him pretty hard. Okay.
Stick him with a pointy end.
I think you're done, right? This
Yeah.
Bonus action moves. Okay.
Yeah, because my stuff with Milo is a bonus action.
Right. So next is going to be initiative 6, which is the ghouls 1 through 3. 3 is going to come up on Shae. 2 is going after Milo. 1's coming after Shae, flanking. So let's do number 3, who's not flanking. Does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
Is that your exactsies or something?
No, I have a 16 AC.
Okay. He hit you with his claw attack. For 7 points of slashing damage. And you're an elf, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You're unaffected by its paralysis. So you don't even have to roll.
Oh, really?
That's what it says. It says it must, if the target is a creature other than an elf or undead, it must succeed on a DC 10 con save or be paralyzed.
Nice.
So number 1 is attacking with advantage. Again with the claw. See, they don't know that you can't be paralyzed. They're dumb, angry, hungry monsters. It does not hit even with advantage. And then the one that goes after Milo. What's Milo's AC? Do we even give him one?
It says 13 natural armor plus dex.
Okay. Wow. You think it looks like the ghoul hits him, but it just doesn't quite get past his natural armor.
I can just see Milo going.
Yep. He's like. All right.
Then he hisses back.
Okay. So that was Initiative 6, Initiative 7 is Avery.
Alright, see then. So she's gonna have to use her. They're gonna have to use the half their movement to stand up. Right? Because they were.
No. She.
Okay.
I had her laying down, but I told you guys had initiative and were ready to go. So.
Okay. So then they're gonna just move over to the ones that are. She's actually gonna go around the opposite way to the ones that are over by Milo.
Oh, she's gonna head that way?
Yeah.
She gonna double move?
They're gonna. So.
You did it too.
Yeah.
So either way you go.
Yeah, they're not going to take an attack this time, so it doesn't really matter. So going around the opposite way towards towards Milo. And yeah, they'll double move if they need to.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, right? Because it's 60 is the total, right? You could get into a flank with Milo with the double move.
Perfect. Sounds good.
You see Avery over there trying to protect Milo. I think that was super sweet and brilliant of you, Druid.
Thank you. So that means that Milo gets an extra +3 on saves.
Yep.
Are they within 10 feet?
Within 10 feet.
Yeah, cool.
And they can't be, and then Milo can't be charmed.
Sindri, you're up next. I've never heard of a charming ghoul.
I will take 15 feet of movement, like diagonal from where he is towards the ghouls with all the fighters. Yep. So I'm basically just behind Thyra.
You want to be directly behind Thyra? Okay.
And then I'm going to Misty Step. So I'm... Basically what I'm going to do is Dragon Breath. And I want to try and angle it so I can get as many of the ghouls up there as possible. But
Is your Dragon Breath of fire?
Because there's a lot of... Yes, fire.
Okay, so it's a cone. Is it a...
It's a 15-foot cone.
So it's basically just like burning hands, except from your mouth.
Yeah, but I can't. Yeah, I can't see anything properly there because Thyra takes up a massive amount of what I can see.
Yeah. So you can either get these two guys or these two guys. I did it backwards. I meant it to be closer to the camera. I'm sorry, guys. But you can either get these two guys or these two guys.
So we'll temporarily move her for right now so you can see a little bit better.
So because of the way it would work, here, I'll show you. Here's the thing.
Thank you.
You could get these two guys, or if you moved over here, these two guys.
Because your hand's right over the top of it.
You feel like hand.
How about that?
There it is. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, these two guys, or those two guys. Otherwise, you're going to hit Thyra.
We've already talked. Thyra doesn't care.
I'm going to aim for all three, and if it gets Thyra, it gets Thyra.
Okay, so you're going to try...
So Misty Step to an angle where I can get all three of them.
Let me think for a second. Okay. She's technically taking up all of those squares. Actually, if you go right here, I would say you can angle... Yeah, because technically she's in those squares. You're gonna get her, or you're gonna get her singed a little bit. Okay, so...
Oh, it's definitely fine.
Is it it's a dexterity saving throw, correct?
It is...
I believe so. Yes.
Yep.
All right, so you're getting number 6,
16.
5, and 4, and Thyra. Thyra, go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw. What's the DC, BT?
16.
16.
I got a 17.
All right,
Half
so
damage
that
for
means
you.
half damage, correct?
Yep.
Go ahead and roll your damage. I'm going to roll for
6, 5, and 4.
I'm going to roll for them all once since they're the same group. They got a 10, so they all failed.
That's 17 damage.
All right.
Nice.
Scratch number 4. He burns to death.
Gotta love that +4 onto one of the damage rolls.
I'm sorry, which ghoul died?
4.
4.
And Thyra takes 8.
Do you say anything as you light her up?
As he starts casting the spell, his eyes start to glow red like fire. You see the flames flicker in there, and from that point, he doesn't react to it. He just casts the spell.
Okay.
Player's so excited.
Okay. That's it. That's for that round. Back to the top of the round, then Merrik. Unless you had something else, BT.
No, I'm done on that.
Merrik.
Merrik.
How much movement? How far away am I to be able to be in a straight line between 1 and is it 2 back there on the far side of
1 and 3.
those two? 1 and 3.
Yeah, the one that's closest.
Yeah. What's
25 feet of movement to get right here.
cool? So I will use my 25 feet of movement to get there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna waste the resources because it's cool. As I walk over the corpse of the ghast,
Right.
I'm just gonna just step over it and just instinctually firebolt it. So I'm gonna waste my action to cast firebolt as I walk over, ensuring that it's burning, out of spite.
Okay.
Hopefully, Shae appreciates that. And then as I get into that position,
What you doing?
when I say I'm in a straight line, the straight line doesn't include Shae.
Yeah. No, of course.
I'm making sure because we know what's coming. I will use my meta magic to quicken spell
Okay.
lightning bolt.
Roger that. It's what 68 or 8d6 or 8d8. I forget what it is.
It's 8d6.
8d6. Yeah. And the
Yeah.
it's a dex save of DC what?
15. Or half as much on a successful one.
You need more D6s.
And that's 1 and 3, right? Okay.
I need one more.
20. But they failed their saves.
Fuck.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they're all dead.
10, 15. 15 plus oh fuck. 15 plus 12 plus 6.
15 plus 12 is 27, plus
Plus
6 is 33.
They're dead.
Yeah, that's
They're all dead.
that totally fries number 1 and 3 with the lightning
Yeah.
bolt.
Again, you hear that familiar putter putter, and then an ion yeah. And oddly enough, Merrik is rather cold about this one. It's very utilitarian. It's not flashy. It's just.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
I don't like this place at all.
Initiative 2 is Thyra.
Swing at whatever one is right in front of me.
You got 5 and number 6. You can split it if you wanted.
Does she get flanking with Sindri on 6?
Yes, you have flanking with Sindri on 6.
I'll do that one.
Okay.
Well, with advantage.
Do you say or give Sindri a look after he burned you a little bit? He barbecued your feet, your knees.
There's like a little sparkle of like excitement. Because when she sees, like, she looks at him, she sees the fire in his eyes. She like has that like, excitement in the heat of battle. 19 on the die.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Are you gonna do your second attack on the same guy or a different guy?
I'm gonna roll my damage for this first attack, and then I'll make a decision.
And this is the one against 6, right? That you were flanking with.
Yes.
Correct.
What's your minimum damage?
8.
Okay. You split number 6 in 2.
Perfect, and then I'm gonna attack the other one with my other attack.
Okay.
19 total.
Yep. Who did we get before? 1 and 3, right?
Yeah.
15 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, you lop this one's head right off.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I
Yeah.
rolled max damage on my die.
Okay.
5
And-
and 6 are gone.
Finally.
Are those both gone now?
So
What?
5 and 6 are gone?
5 and 6 are gone now?
Yes.
Okay.
There's only number 2 left.
Yep.
And 3, 4. Shae.
Oh, this is it.
You stay away from my Keep knocking trees over.
I know. Baby.
Um,
Be here.
First attack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think an 11 hits.
No.
Okay.
Second attack.
My extra attack.
Don't forget about your second main hand attack.
That's my extra attack is my main
Oh,
hand.
that's what you meant. Okay.
Two weapon fighting in 5th ed, it's a bonus action for your off hand.
Yeah.
So, does a 13 hit? Don't think so.
No, just barely misses.
Okay. Instead of a pen bonus attack, I'm gonna have Milo transform and have him do his little thing.
Okay.
His bite and claw.
Tis flanked. He has advantage, don't forget.
Yep. First attack. 16.
Yeah.
Second attack. 18.
Yep.
So 2d4 plus 4. Uh, 8 points of damage total.
Okay. 8 total from both attacks?
Yeah, I rolled a 3 and a 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because according to here it says 1d4 plus 2.
Right. When does his next tier hit?
7.
Oh, wow. Druid, remind me. I mean, I guess you didn't use it this time and are not going to get a chance to. You're level 6 now, right?
We're level 6 total. Yeah.
I'm just going to say that you sense this after you've taken your oath. Your first bit of transformation has already occurred, and that is that your forget what it's called when you do your celestial or your ASMR transformation with the eyes and the mouth. What's that called again?
That's radiant consumption.
Right, radiant consumption. That no longer. Basically, you can choose whom it hurts and whom it doesn't.
Cool.
That is my turn.
So Shae's done. Number 6 is dead. Number 7 is Avery.
6 should be ghoul number 2.
Yeah, which is dead. Oh
No.
no, you're right. Thank you. It is ghoul number 2.
Rule number 2 is the only one alive.
I mean, it's just
It
gonna.
is surrounded.
Yeah, it's surrounded. It's just gonna attack the what you thought was a kitty is now a little mini dragon. But it misses terribly.
Really? It says 13 AC.
I rolled a 3.
Jeez.
I mean, the total was a 5, but still, I rolled a 3. Okay. Oh,
Avery? Avery's
yeah,
turn?
Avery's turn now.
Now Avery's just gonna whack.
Okay.
With advantage?
Yep.
Thank you. I got you.
She has multi-attack, doesn't she?
Yeah. 19 on the die for the first attack.
Right. Any smiting?
Yeah, fuck it. Level 2.
Okay. Damn. Then just roll that.
Highest level.
That might finish it off.
It is so 3d8. And then her weapon is also a d8.
And don't forget the strength bonus as well.
It's just my lenses.
Mm-hmm.
3, 6, 9.
Disappointment.
22 points of damage total for the first attack.
Yep. She channels the
Power of the
holy,
wind.
the sacred power of wind into her attack, and it blows the thing up from the inside with radiance. And yep, that's one dead ghoul. You guys successfully fought off the ghouls. You take a little longer to fall asleep after all this and get back on track with your watches. Oh, you wanted to say something first?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I dispel my giant's might, and I immediately turn and look at Sindri. Is the fire still in his eyes?
It's still there because he's still concentrated at the minute.
Yeah.
Thyra will walk right up to Sindri and bend down to his level and be like, "Are you even there, Sindri?"
In Draconic, all you will hear is incinerate. In a very deep, booming voice.
I don't speak Draconic.
So you hear him say something in a weird language you don't know.
Does he say it loud enough to where everybody can hear it?
Very deep, booming, and pretty loud.
If it's in Draconic, both myself and Milo will look in that direction.
Same with Merrik.
Oh, Merrik speaks Draconic too?
Mm-hmm.
Do we all see the fire burning into his eyes?
It fades at this point now because you're out of combat and the danger is gone and the adrenaline is over.
As soon as
And
I watch
the time was there on concentration.
As soon as I watch the fire fade from Sindri, you need to learn how to control that before it consumes you, Sindri.
Control what?
You don't know.
No what?
Do you know how this battle ended?
No, the last thing I remember is teleporting myself over here.
Interesting. I suggest you and Merrik sit down and discuss that. That's far beyond my realm.
Okay.
Shae says in Draconic to Mr. Sindri, Mr. Sindri, you said incinerate.
Oh. I remember hearing the word incinerate.
And then Thyra's just gonna
Just
turn
a
and look
complete
over
look
at.
of confusion at him.
Thyra's just gonna turn and look at Merrik.
Well, it's interesting.
Another puzzle for you to solve, Merrik.
Oh joy. Well,
All right.
looks like I'm busy for a week.
So let's exposition out of this. You guys have to take a little extra time to rest after all this, just because the adrenaline rush you wouldn't be able to go immediately back to sleep. And that's okay though. Eventually you all get back to sleep, do your watches. You basically have to wait another whole day, but go ahead and roll me your survivalist to see if you find any, obviously I explained that a lot of green things in this world are bad, but not all. So
That's an 11.
you don't find anything useful as far as herbs or stuff. But your day passes uneventfully, and you all find yourselves junted back to the same underground portal. If I remember correctly, I had you guys go to.
We went to the bank.
Yeah, it was a lower level, like a basement
Deep
floor
basement.
of the bank, right? Yeah.
Yep. Very deep, from what I remember.
Sorry.
They are expecting you because of the timing of it. They know the timing of it, right? And all of the same folks that were there before are there again. The same men in black looking guards, and the same. I forget who the corpo person that you met there was. Do you guys remember it all?
Is it Starla? I have Starla, Syndicate Fixer written down.
Starla, Elf Fixer, yep. An elf, yep. As soon as you poured in, her left eyebrow raises. You can kind of see a bit of a half grin come to her face. She says, "You're back. Well done. How did you all enjoy your first mission to the hellish haunt home?"
Enlightening.
I think you described it perfectly well as hellish. But successful nonetheless.
Yes, as a matter of fact, the client has already informed us that how successful you all were. In fact, she personally paid for an incentive bonus based upon what you did, which is effectively double the rate of pay that you had before.
Of course you did.
So
Fantastic.
it went, I think originally you were going to be paid $150K for this job, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Instead, you're paid 300K for it. She said, the funds of 300,000 credits have already been added to your accounts. I have a feeling that you all are in for a bit of a shock when you get back home, because your reputation has been circulating already with just the few
Merrik.
missions that you've done.
Merrik, fuck.
I know, Thyra also just does this like, ugh.
It's like excitement in Sindri of possibilities of free tech.
Oh, look at you. We
Jay's
need
just
somebody
kind of
good.
oblivious. She's like, what?
She of course has you guys go through the procedure of,
Writing out a report.
doing a debrief with you. She writes the report for you. She just does a verbal debrief with you all. Getting your side of the story, confirming what the client said, and finding out, if you accidentally left any clues about Progentica. She asks those kind of standard questions, and you all, of course, say no, we didn't. And she says, well done. The Blackfall Syndicate looks forward to working with you again in the future, should you so see fit. We'll take you to the elevator, and we've arranged for a car to take you wherever you want to go in the city. You have a question, Sir Merrik?
Fate has a question. Do they question us about any of the things we brought back?
What did you bring back?
Yeah.
Just the owl, right?
Well, the
Oh yeah, they would take you through a decontamination chamber. They would have you kind of show off everything that you have. They would know what you took with you and know what's new. They investigate the silver owl. What they find, both you and them find interesting is it doesn't seem to radiate magic at all now that you're in Progentica. It's just a silver owl effigy.
Drink it.
And
Did Shae get to keep her new rapier?
yeah, she comments, oh, looks like you had an upgrade when you were there. And I believe this axe as well is new.
Correct.
Bonuses, I take it from the villagers?
I traded.
Well, how magnanimous of you.
They have no problem with the scrolls. I mean,
Not at all. Not at all. They don't bat an eye about them.
Okay.
They do make a note. Interesting. It seems your personal relic sword is giving off a slightly different energy signature than it did before.
Change the scene, you silly, silly goblin.
Coming from the goblin.
That was funny. And for a second you start to get a bit of a panic, and they say, of course, here at the Blackfall Syndicate, we do things a little bit differently than the actual Omega Corps. So, just be aware of it. Make sure that she just basically says, be aware of it. And now that you're kind of aware of it, Raven's Edge is now +2 instead of a +1.
I get a +8 to my attack.
So it's a +2 weapon that has telepathy and empathy and the dancing characteristic, which you've yet to use.
Since it went up to +2, you get to add another 1 to your damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 to hit and damage. Yeah.
Dominating.
What's your plus to damage?
I have a +8 to hit, +8 to damage.
Jeez.
+8 to damage?
My
But your strength
fighting style.
is what, a 20 or an 18?
It's an 18, but
So it's a 4.
my fighting style added a +2. And then
okay.
with Raven Judge being a +1, now a +2.
Well, so your strength bonus is a 4, and the weapon is a 2, so that's a 6. And you're saying that your fighting style gives you 2?
Correct.
So yeah, that's right, +8. Nice. So your minimum damage now is
9.
9.
points of damage. Okay. Well done, guys. Again, you go through their outboarding procedure. They put you in a really fancy stretch limo, a black stretch limo. Again, the floating kind, because there's no wheels or tires in this world. And they take you where you want to go.
Home.
And of course, yeah, you go home. When you get home, well, on the way there, while you're in the thing, you all notice, the blinking of your devices, and you start to check, and you find that your I'll call them T-mails instead of emails, tech mails instead of electronic mails. So all of your you all have been inundated with dozens of T-mails from small subsidiary companies of different Omega Corps wanting to recruit you for, some of them want to recruit you as a team. Some of them want to recruit you as individuals, and apparently your reputation is starting to get out there. Yeah, question.
Every email ever sent to her, sent to Thyra, that suggests even her by herself, her response is, I'm a package deal. You've offended me and my team. Never text me. They never message me again.
Oh, so you actually go to the trouble of even messaging them back. Okay, all right.
Yeah. You've, how dare you assume?
All right.
And those are the only ones she responds to, and then blocks them if there's a block button.
Druid, have you been adding your weapon proficiency to your attack rolls?
Yeah.
Because that's +3.
Oh.
So you've got a +9 to hit.
Wait, what's the math?
Because your proficiency is a 3 now. You're adding a +3 to your attack roll because you're proficient with the weapon that you're using.
Yeah, proficiency is something she always acts. So it's 4 for the strength, 3.
It's because she said there were 8 before.
Yeah. But you're right, it is 9. So 4 and 3 is 7, plus the 2 of the weapon is 9.
Me and Starky were just talking about it.
So +9 to hit, +8 to damage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Attack bonus.
And to be clear,
My
when
attack bonus is a 3 on the staff and 6 on the dagger.
When Raven's Edge goes into dancing mode, that's its attack and damage is the same as your base attack and damage. So keep that in mind. So what do you? How? And Thyra already explained how she reacts to her emails. Let's go one at a time with each of you. How does Shae even? Does she even read
Shae's
them?
just like, I'll come back to these later.
Okay. And Sindri?
Sindri's just going through to see if there's any offers of anything tech-wise or anything that he thinks he can trade later on. But obviously it's just what he'd bring up to the team later on, and he'd accumulate them and then go through with the team. Because same as Thyra, if it's not a group deal, then he's not even remotely interested.
Gotcha.
He might be tempted, but he's not going to take it in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. How does
He
Merrik
would
feel?
also help Shae with hers.
How about Merrik?
Merrik sits there and just slowly, systematically deletes them and has Echo punch the delete button. So he's scrolling through, picks a random one. No. Echo. Scrolls through.
So
Next one.
roll me a
And
perception. No, yeah. Wait. What? Let me see the character sheet.
Like if Sindri is helping Shae, we're pretty sure going through, be like, Mr. Sindri, what does prince mean? What does royalty mean? Scam emails.
Yeah.
Emails.
We'll go through everything, don't worry, Shae.
Emails. Yeah. Your perception as you're doing this.
just 7.
You're wrong.
But as a minimum, since my passive perception is 15, so that's 15.
Okay. So your minimum was enough. I should have just asked for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
You do notice as you're going through them, there was one that stood out a little bit different than the rest. This one isn't like the subject line was different, and so you kind of clicked on it to check. This one is not asking to recruit you. It's apparently a representative of a small kind of a small guild of realm runners called
Anti-Corp conglomerate?
no, it's just called
Mr. Jocko's Relic Hunters?
you shush.
Please.
I could try, right?
Yeah.
It's an organization called the Guild Thong, and you kind of get the sense from the email that they name themselves. They're a guild of realm runners, like a club, and they've named themselves after the Mind Song Lattice, right? And that what they're not offering for you to be recruited away from your team or anything. Instead, they would like to see if you'd be interested in joining their organization, because they're impressed with they've read about your unique kind of martial prowess with spells, and they feel like that they could learn a lot from you, and that maybe they could also teach you some interesting things too. So it's up to you if you want to think about it. Take some time to think about it. So make a note of that. the guild song is what they're called, and they just basically like, it wouldn't necessarily interfere with any of your missions or your team. In fact, it would just be there as sort of a almost like a hobby for your own downtime. One interesting one. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying, Merrik will go through. Echo will get too excited and hit delete, and Merrik will go back and pull it from the delete box back to the inbox, just for later.
Okay.
Save it for
Sindri,
smart for later.
you find something interesting too in yours. I'm assuming that all the ones that want to kind of just recruit you away or whatever, you're not interested in, just like the rest of the team, right?
Wait, was that to me? I missed the first part of that.
That was to you.
Sorry.
Yeah, if it's anything that's taking me away from the group, it's ignored.
Gotcha. Okay. So, but there's one where it's actually a response to an inquiry you made when you were doing your research to find out about enchanting. And apparently, forgot which, bear with me a second here.
It was on top of my book.
Smash Echo. Delete.
At some point,
Airball.
An organization. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Druid.
oh no. This is
Finish.
you.
Okay. So, Sindri, an organization. So again, this was an inquiry you did. One of those things where you kind of share your email address. An inquiry you did when you're doing your research about enchanting. And this organization is called the Crag Spell. And the Crag Spell is basically a small subsidiary of Mython Heedlock Holdings, which you probably don't remember, but their focus is on magic weaponry and structural enchantment dynamics. And basically, the Crag Spell folks, they are offering you asking you to come interview with them to potentially see if you have the capacity to be an enchantment consultant. They're not necessarily trying to hire you away from your team, but potentially offer you like a side gig if you meet certain criterion and if it interests you.
He'd definitely be intrigued.
Thyra, I'm assuming Thyra and Shae didn't even really look at any of them.
The ones trying to recruit her away.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically copy paste response of "You dare insult me? How dare you never reach out to me again?" And then blocks.
So funny. I love it, Druid. Okay. Very good.
And then at one point, she'll just leave her pin, which is what you're reading right now. She'll just leave her pin with her emails or T-mails open. Just open, the pin is on the table over on the guy's side, and she's in her room. It's open. They can she doesn't give a fuck. They can look at it. She doesn't care. And just done. She's already annoyed.
Gotcha.
And
okay.
It's basically
Nice space. Oh my god.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
what
your
you said.
handwriting.
That's a
If she left it there, when I go
Ben.
through his, I would go through hers as well, unless Merrik picked it up to go
Gotcha.
through them.
Yeah, I'll just say that So far, anyway, all of the emails that both Thyra and Shae received were just stuff you would be interested in for now.
If Shae were to respond back to any of those emails trying to recruit her, she'd be like, "Please talk to my good friend, Mr. Merrik."
So I just get a bunch of forwarded emails.
New folder, Shae's mail.
All Shae would put in there is, "Please talk to my good friend, Mr. Merrik, about recruiting us," and send it. She doesn't even offer your T-mail address or anything.
She just assumes they'll know who he is and that they can contact him. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Just no other information to say.
Beautiful. Perfect. Beautiful. I love that. That is
I do too.
Yeah.
She's like
glorious.
she's like a little old grandma.
You're right.
In regards to Thyra's information just sitting there, Merrik just ignores it. It's not his business. So he's like, she left it over here. She'll come back for it. I know she doesn't care for this thing. Not that I feel that she has anything to hide or want to snoop. It's not on his mind.
No
He's
worries,
a little bit more preoccupied reading his scrolls.
Right.
Studying those
In which
motherfuckers.
case, it would be down to Sindri knowing that she wouldn't deal with it.
Right. Right. So, can I kind of guess that first day you guys get back would just be like a nice rest day? You would chill out, relax, go get some good food, and then
Go to the gym.
go to the gym.
I
Right.
just realised I've taken half of my actual job from you guys.
What was that?
Half of my actual job is doing all that admin work. So I've now just accepted to do that in my D&D campaign as well as my actual job.
You're welcome, Tom.
The fuck is Tom?
That's funny. That's
All right. So, we'll share that. You guys just chill out that first day. Would you all want to check in with Grimbane either that evening or the next day? Like, what would be your plan? You think?
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sure
for
we'd
sure.
check in with him that evening so Miss Thyra can get all her meat. The barbecue.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Regards to paying as well, we'd also make sure that we'd paid Avery.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Because Avery's
was 80,
fee
wasn't it?
was 70,000 credits, is 10,000 per level.
Yeah.
Right. So are you gonna give her any part of the bonus? How much?
Yeah.
I think Merrik would just do it and not ask anybody.
Double her.
Oh, I'd give her 100.
Yeah, there's nowhere getting doubled.
Yeah.
No, how much debt we're in.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give her 100. Leave us with 2.
So she is obviously blown away by this, and she would she would go home with you guys, but then get ready to leave and stuff before you did all your some of the email stuff you were doing on the ride home and everything. But the bottom line is
emails
once
too?
you got back, I wanted to share one little bit of role playing. She sits down with you all and says, before I leave and go home, I just want you all to know, I know that a lot of what I learned was kind of unique and personal. But I want to personally swear an oath to you all that it's more important to me that our relationship stay intact, that our friendship grows, and I will never reveal any of your secrets for as long as I live, unless you tell me to. And I look forward to all the other interesting mysteries that you all figure out. I already have a couple of missions currently that I'm scheduled for. So I won't be able to go along with you on your next couple. I will make myself available in a few months. Should you need me, consider me your friend, please.
Avery, can Shae have your details?
Went
Cool.
to her wrist.
Of course. And she shares that with you guys, of course.
8675309.
And after that, she leaves, and you don't get any hint of guile or deception in her at all. You're quite confident that her vow was sincere.
After Avery leaves, Shae is just like, thank you, Avery, for your help. And she will proceed to every single day, hi, Avery. Hi, Avery.
I'll say after Avery leaves, I'll look at the group and go, well, that's a good thing because it'd be a shame to have to deal with that.
That is true.
I quite like Avery. They're pretty cool.
I agree. I am curious to know how she'll react once she learns all of our secrets.
Surprisingly, I don't think they'll be shocked.
Thank God we didn't take that bard.
I would have killed him.
He just might have been a casualty. Right, Shae?
Huh? Who? What? Who?
Exactly.
Yes.
I totally missed it. I think she did. Out of character. What did you guys say? Who?
Bard.
Oh, I said that if he came along, he might just be a casualty. Right, Shae?
If he came along, who?
Oh, the bard?
Bard.
Oh, the
Yeah,
bard.
he came along.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he would have ended up a casualty.
I would have killed him.
Seriously, in character, Shae would be like, who?
Oh, yeah, that's right, because she would have forgotten
She
that guy
doesn't
already.
remember the interrogations.
Yeah.
I
It
guess
was definitely an interrogation, not an interview.
That's true. It's true. So
off to Grimbane then.
yeah, so you all give your report to Grimbane. Instead of role-playing, it was kind of exposition it. He's impressed by what you've done, by your accomplishment. He doesn't already know, you guys actually tell him about your quest and how it went, and your mission and how it went. He's like, he says, well, you're off to the races with your career now. I'm quite confident that with just a couple more missions under your belt, the direct conglomerates of the Omega Corps will be looking to add you to their higher end roster. Of course, it's up to you if you want to continue to freelance. Regardless, keep up the great work. Remember to stay alive. That's number one.
Hello, Seth.
Seth the heck with the raid. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Let's go.
How's your stream?
Hi guys. For Seth's folks, if you don't know us, I'm StormyD. This is Storm Saga Games, and we're doing our homebrew campaign every Saturday. And I have the amazing itsStarkitty, my significant other, who's now a streamer. Over there we have Druid IRL, who everybody knows is an amazing streamer. Extirpatefate is also an incredible streamer, very entertaining and very talented at the games that he plays. And BT, who's just a goofy banana.
Kid.
Just kidding.
And also an amazing streamer.
Yes, absolutely.
And
All
not
these
forgetting
folks.
Stormwang.
Yes.
I
knew.
Thundercock.
I knew if I picked on you, I would. Oh my God! I should have known. I didn't know. I should have known. I should have. At any rate, that's please support all these guys, not just me. But we don't just do D&D around here. Drew and I have a podcast talk show called Bandwidth and Banter, where we interview other streamers, and we've had the amazing Seth the Hex on, just an amazing and wonderful streamer. It was an honor to have him on Bandwidth and Banter and get to know him. I'm sure a lot of you saw that. If you missed it, you can check out our YouTube, and you can look for his video and watch it. If you're, obviously, if you came along with Seth, then you're fans of Seth, just like we are.
Or
So-
you can catch his episode on either Spotify or Amazon Music.
That too. We also, I also do on my regular stream, like sometimes Dungeonborn, sometimes Elder Scrolls games, a wide variety, mostly fantasy, sometimes sci-fi like Cyberpunk. These folks, Fate does Destiny 2 and Elden Ring a lot right now, anyway.
Destiny 2 and Souls likes.
Souls-likes,
Kind
gotcha,
of
right.
blanket that. Souls light.
BananaTom is Souls-likes and Spider-Man and BG3 with me and a lot.
Stellar Blade.
Stellar Blade. Yeah, that's right. Druid. Druid is just funny and entertaining bard. She pretends to play games while she just entertains you guys. I'm kidding. She does Skyrim and Baldur's Gate 3 and a wide variety of games as well. But you will always have fun in her chat.
Games I can pause. The only time that I never pause the game is when I'm Tuesdays.
Right. And then finally, the newest streamer of the bunch, itsStarkitty. She kind of goes for the cozy style games. So if you want to, and she's got a really calming voice. So if you check her out, that'd be great. If you got a raid and run, we understand. Get some foodage, some sleepage, any of those things. What's so funny?
That is a very funny comment, Seth.
I have to turn the stream off there for a whole hour chair stream. Yep, that is true.
Yes, saw it. Fired. You know what's funny? Nobody told me about it.
You were working. I'm pretty sure nobody reached out to you.
Still.
I think it's hilarious.
And I was like, what's he gonna do? If she's not responding to all the messages.
I just call her.
Hey,
I was gonna go for Wookiees because I saw him on Discord. I was like, I'll just message him. And just as I was writing the message, she came back.
At least we didn't see her like wandering around in her underwear in the background because she didn't know it was on or something.
True.
Sure, it's on. I'm sure.
Vlad spammed a sound on the chair stream. That's so funny. Honestly, I'm surprised. As long as we've been doing this, that's the first time that any of us have done that. I'm like, if you think about it, that's impressive.
Yeah, I think it's the first time.
First time.
Yeah, BT. No, I think that was my first time I did that though.
Yeah.
Was that a hint, BT, that you've done that before too?
Mine was an unintentional one, as I hit end stream because OBS said it had ended, but Twitch kept it going anyway. And I struggled like hell to actually end the stream.
Oh, that's weird. Huh.
That is wild.
No, I know, Kieran. I know that's why you messaged me to try and prevent that. And I'm sorry. Unfortunately, normally I would have caught that. But I've been so sick lately that I was sleeping, so I just totally didn't see it.
If it was Thursday, I was probably teaching my class because you were still live when I left Druid for my class.
Sleepy storm wank.
I'm doing much better today, though. The Theraflu helped, and just hanging out with friends and having a good time. I feel much better. I think you guys have noticed I've had a few coughing fits, and I have been sucking these things down, but I've been okay, and I'm happy that I'm doing better. Even though earlier today I was worried that I wouldn't get to stream again, because I literally slept for 13 hours. It was ridiculous. And it wasn't because I wanted to sleep. It was like I felt drugged. And no, she's not drugging me, and I'm not drugging myself. It just felt like that, you know?
God's honor. Promise.
I mean, I know it can't be her because I feed myself. So,
yeah, he makes all his own food.
Yeah, I mean, not all. I mean, sometimes you cook for me, and sometimes I cook for you. Occasionally.
In response to DeMarco, at least I have an excuse for falling asleep on stream.
Yeah, the narcolepsy for sure. But that's pretty funny, DeMarco.
I just felt a wave of anger.
It can't be her. I have a poison taster. So anyway, thank you guys for the raid. We appreciate you. We're going to take good care of your folks. And, well, you know, we'll be wrapping up in about 15 minutes. But I want to describe, we're kind of in the exposition phase to the end of the day and everything. So thank you guys again. We're going to go chat dark once again. And you guys can hear the wrap up of the story today. So, that evening, like I said, Grimbane is impressed and happy with your results and proud of you that you're doing well. And I mean, not proud like he thinks he's, proud for you, and he doesn't see himself necessarily as like a father figure or anything. Just simply, he likes to guide people, and you all are doing great, and you all go celebrate that evening. Get lots of meat and are happy. I will say this though, the next morning, you are awakened by a call from Grimbane that he puts out to all of you to make sure that he gets at least one of you, in case someone's sleeping in or turns it off.
Oh, Shae probably would have answered.
Yeah. At any rate, the bottom line is he lets you all know that an emergency call, an emergency mission has been put in place, and that there's a small window of opportunity for you guys to grab it up for an emergency mission, and it's actually the mission that you guys, very difficult choice, didn't choose. Apparently, another team had taken up the mission. A smaller team, I mean, not small, but a team, an amateur, level team, about you guys the same level of experience, right? Maybe a little bit less, maybe about the same. But obviously, you guys are exceptional even for realm runners for your abilities and stuff. But the bottom line is that they took it on like basically a couple days after not a couple days, a few days after you had gone off to the mission that you did.
Okay.
Right. And in just a few days, one of them has already junted back dead. And it's something that you learn that you didn't really, it was something that they neglected to tell you happens is if you die while you're in one of the Barbary worlds, and I'm not saying just go unconscious. I mean like straight up, all your death saves, double your hit points,
gone.
Totally dead, gone. There's like a small 60 set, like a 1 minute window where party members can potentially do something. But after that 1 minute window, your body immediately gets junted back to Progentica.
Makes sense.
And so one of their team came back dead. And based upon the wounds, it was somebody that they basically were wounded from bladed weapons. It looks like they died in combat. And they suspect, of course, it's just a hypothesis, there's no way to know. They believe that the other team has been captured, and that before they send in kind of a more advanced team to take care of this, because it was a mission that you guys were ready to take up potentially. You have a small window to say yes, we want to do this, or no, we'll pass and let a more advanced rescue team go do it. So, there's your choice before we wrap for the night. You can tell me if you want to take on the bounty hunters of Gorm in Malboria, which is the name of the mission, or pass on it.
So go to Thyra's world or not?
Right. You'd be doing the regular mission as is, and also trying to find and rescue the other team if possible.
I'm ready to see what home looks like again.
Shay has a question.
Can you say it a little louder?
Shay has a question.
Yes, Shay.
So I know we were talking about taking this mission before, but one of the reasons why we didn't is because we didn't think we could we could find a boat, right? But the boat would take us some time to get. If we take this mission, do you think we can ask them to have a boat ready for us?
I don't know if they'd have a boat ready for us. However, it's worth asking if we could get a little bit closer.
So because of the remote nature of where this mission is, unfortunately they don't have any on-the-ground contacts there to be able to arrange to already have a boat, but they can arrange. It's a little risky, but they can arrange to have you a little bit closer to the
emergency drop it.
Yeah, the main village where you would need to start, and give you some in-world currency that would be enough to secure a good boat.
Right then, when do we leave?
I take it.
Yarr!
So those three have voted yes. You?
Shay follows whatever her team says.
Okay.
But
We actually want your own opinion, though, Shay.
Well, Shay likes to help others, so let's go get them.
In this instance, you don't. Grimbane says the one risky thing about this is going to be a tough mission, just like the last one, and he recommends a 5th team member, but there's not enough time. The window is so short. There's not enough time for him to get another freelancer queued up with you guys. So it means you're going to have to go just the 5 of you, or 4 of you.
That's fine.
All right, one more time I'll describe
the rest of the team.
Yeah. One more time I'll describe the mission to you guys, and that'll be what we do for the last bit. It's the mission, the Bounty Hunters of Gorm in Malboria. It is a bounty hunter mission to take out an anti-tribal Viking pirate named Gorm Hamasune. He is a coastal pirate who's been striking settlements of several different smaller clans, and he does not adhere to Viking traditions of honor and fairness. He's been butchering innocents and has been raiding when there are little to no defenders, suggesting he has insider information. The leaders of these clans have come together to put a bounty of 5,000 in-world gold coins to anyone who can find and eradicate Gorm and his group of honorless raiders. The secondary mission is to find out who has been funding and aiding his group and either report or eliminate them. This has been disrupting one of the trade routes for rare metals managed by the Furutsu conglomerate. They are paying 80,000 credits for the completion of the primary mission, and another 40,000 should the party be able to prove the group was being funded by a third party, and by whom. There's also an undisclosed bonus if the party can eliminate this third party, paid on contingency, based upon the difficulty in the report. The party must secure a boat in the village of Gojungren and investigate 2 potential locations that intel suggests may house the pirates' base of operations. And finally, there's a tertiary mission objective now, which is to locate the other Realm Runner team and rescue if possible. Yeah, that's the gist of it. So that's what we'll start off with next week.
Ding, ding, ding.
Not much of a rest. You got a whole day and evening. Yes.
Before we end up shoving off, so I imagine that's what we're gonna pick up next week.
Say again.
So I imagine next week when we do, we go.
Yeah.
Is where we start. Before we do that, I'll look at Grimbane and go, you mind doing me a favor since, we're not going to be here very long?
What can I do?
You think you can get a hold of the baker?
He says, I can arrange to have you meet with them when you get back.
And my team is going to need some warm jackets.
I read there's something called thermals too. In preparation for this mission previously, I researched this.
Especially for Sindri, he is not going to like it.
Considering I'm imagining the snow is going to be up to my crotch for most of the time I'm walking, yeah.
He says, yes, I can definitely provide the cold weather gear you would need. And,
beer at uppies might be required. Especially if the snow is deep.
So out of character, you had this reaction, Fate. Were you wanting to meet with them before you go?
No, I was going to ask if you could get a hold of the baker, and I was actually going to see if Grimbane could procure that ring of spell storing on my behalf. So when I get back, I know it's available. Or considering he's I can have an arrangement, see if you can meet him when we get back, I would ask, and if you could ask if he still has that particular delicacy we discussed. Assuming that he understands it's the ring of spell storing.
Okay. He's like, I can make that happen for you. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty. Thank you guys. Tonight was fun, and I'm feeling great.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up now and raid out. Thank you all for coming this wonderful evening. You all are greatly appreciated as always.
Raid.
Let's see who is gonna get some raid action, and I'm not talking about the bug spray.
Hey guys.
Hi, guys.
Peace.
My name is Paul. I hope people get that reference.